Uh, welcome, greetings, greetings. Entree. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. Happy Thursday to everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope your day has been fabulous. As much as mine has been. Welcome. It's a different view. Hey, I want to be Ferdinand. Welcome. Oh, greetings to you. How now? Happy long time. You don't tell. Long time. Let me share because I know people are not familiar with this view. All right. Yay, Michael. How now? Welcome. Oh, greetings to you, my brother. How work now? How today? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to everyone. Welcome. A different view today. I don't cancel my what do they call it? StreamYard subscription. You say get StreamYard, you go allow me bring people up, we go talk and all of that, but I just dey pay out, nothing is coming in, so there's no need for it. So anybody wey wan talk to me now, if una wan make I continue to use StreamYard, I need support. I've been carrying that thing for like over a year. I've been doing StreamYard, so I can't be using my own resources now to be doing this StreamYard. And we have very long lives in a lot of times we're here for like hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, sometimes longer, So, and StreamYard has limits. And I know they have free sessions, but with the free, you can only allow 6 people. You can only allow 6 people on at a time, and then you can't. You get where you go reach. The number of hours when you go do, they will kick you. You can't get in again. So I just say, you know what, kukuma, be say I dey out of my pocket, and I can't be doing that. But anyway, yeah. So this is new. So if if you want to chat, anybody wants to contribute. My phone number is already pinned. It's part of what I pinned on there. You can call me on there, and you can make your contributions. How na day? Hustling as usual, huh? Yeah. Ofure obiaba. Onegbe wo. Meta ofure. Good to have you. Welcome, my people. This one we go just talk. We go talk how we go fit take talk am. We go just talk how we fit take talk am. So today has been interesting observations, and I have to give kudos to all the men, all you great men, empathetic men that have been standing up and speaking up. I want to specially thank you guys. You guys have been amazing, to be honest. As much as we get a lot of terrible men, Nigerian men wey no dey put voice out to support women and who support this nonsense, I have to say I have seen and have observed a lot of men that are standing up for women and encouraging and pushing. I just want to say, I want to give you guys a shout out, just to let you know that you're seen, we see you, we hear you, and you're greatly appreciated. Anything when you put your hand go progress, anything when you touch go turn to gold. Una go secure the bag. I know say now money na be the cocoa for now, right? So the money go dey flow like river. Na e go be for now. For wetin una do, una really blow my mind today. I don dey observe all the platforms when I don hear and observe today were mostly hosted by men. Interestingly, funnily enough, na mostly men na dey champion am. Na mostly men dey talk about the concerns of women, talking about it, shouting about it, upset. It was amazing to see. I'm not even going to. It was really amazing that the men were really like standing up and speaking up for the women and expressing themselves. Oh my God. It was really great to see. I really want to say thank you guys for all of you, the ones that are sensible, empathetic ones that are standing up for the right thing. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. As soon as they enter, Bemona, no forget to like. I go really appreciate them if you not like. Yeah, so there we go. So hey, I want to read where the message now. So there was a message that somebody sent on that show that I went to over the weekend, Dr. Damage's show. Let me see how I want to do them now. Wait. Hey, it's on my other device and I'm streaming from it right now. Hey, when you change method of doing things, now so it be when you change them like that. I want to do. I make a see. Now wait though. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, I know what to do. I'm just gonna read off like this. Okay, so you guys are gonna hear me as I read it, all right? Okay, I'm back. So I have forwarded it to my other device so I can read the message to you guys. All right. So this was, like I said, it's from the last on the Dr. Damage's show. Somebody responded to one of the comments, and the message was directed, by the way, it was directed to Akpabio's wife. So bear that in mind as you're listening to this, as I read it. The message was directed to Akpabio's wife. Okay? It goes, and I want your take and opinion on it, right? So it says, dear good doctor, professor, Dr. Damages, that's who she was referring to, because, Nine show. I hope, anyway, let me go past the pleasantries. She says, this perspective in the Sahara, because he shared it on the Sahara Reporters article, right? So he said, this perspective in Sahara Reporters article by Dr. Damages rattles and shifts the common narrative about betrayal and sacrifice in relationships. It could be that the women who remain in situations where they are undervalued or betrayed are simply being used by men. Rather, however, they are in a sense using themselves, offering their own emotional and psychological resources as the final fuel for a dynamic that ultimately consumes them. The idea of self-sacrifice here is crucial. It implies agency, albeit a tragic one, where women choose endurance over escape, often out of misery, duty, or societal conditioning. This is not to excuse the actions of men who betray their partners, but rather to highlight that the women in these scenarios are not merely passive victims. They are active participants in their own sufferings, even unconsciously giving of themselves until there's nothing left. Where a woman remains with a cheating man and ultimately breaks under the weight of the betrayal, it is not he who destroys her, it is the slow burn of her own senseless love. self-loathing, devotion, whatever they choose to name it. It is the refusal to walk away, the belief that endurance is nobler than departure, to say that men use their wives as a defense when caught cheating removes the depth of this tragedy. It suggests that these women are merely shields, when in reality they are the ones who light the fire, who stand within it, and who ultimately become consumed by it. This framing is important because it avoids infantilizing women. It acknowledges their strength, their choice, and even their complicity in a cycle that, while deeply painful, is still theirs to break if they choose to. The question then becomes, what would happen if, instead of self-sacrificing, they walked away from the flames before the flames could consume them? So she was reacting to Akpabio's wife. Akpabio came to the defense of her husband, talking as though she was in the room when this whole incident happened between Akpabio and Natasha. Okay, and she filed a lawsuit against Natasha. So the woman is saying that, I mean, it's almost like, it seems like, there's a complacency there where you are supporting your husband, supporting a man you call your husband, and agreeing with whatever it is that he's doing. Because let's really get to the facts, right? Let's really be honest. That woman cannot say she does not know what her husband has been up to and doing to women. She can't pretend not to know, right? So I think her take is questioning that and saying, consciously or unconsciously, she's accepted that abuse and that way of life, and she's choosing to remain there. So if she turns around tomorrow and comes out and start crying wolf and saying, oh, this man did this and that, but you knowingly stayed, you chose to remain when you saw this bad behavior. Because now the argument has been, and I've heard some of this argument online too, not just her, is that women enable these behaviors from men. That's why a lot of the men get away with most of the things that they do, because they it's almost like, I happened to be on a space, for instance, right? There was a lady that came up that was giving her views about what was happening. The woman said, women are very manipulative in their husband's house. They know how to get stuff from their husband. That women are just shouting all over. This is an elderly woman, by the way. This, you put her in the category of Ireti and the rest of them that are supporting Akpabio. And some people were saying she's an APC paid person. Maybe she was sent to come and douse whatever. And that women are just being emotional. They're trying to and that all she sees is that Natasha should have obeyed whatever they told her to do. After all, she's in the Senate there. She needs to respect the people that have been there before her. She ought to have obeyed. She kept using the word obey, 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 right? That it was her refusal and her stubbornness and the fact that she's always playing the victim card. She always wants to come to the, like Ireti was saying, that she's always whatever. She does sort of like hinting to the fact that maybe she doesn't listen to them and all of that. And I listen to this woman and I'm like, this woman will get pikin, she'll get children. I'm wondering how she advises her children, her daughters especially. She's going to have nieces. She probably has, if she's a professor, a teacher, she has students under her care. I wonder what type of advice she gives to them. So there's a lot of women that are holding water for some of these people. Unfortunately, they don't know that they are doing themselves, because what goes around comes around. If you support evil, that evil is going to come around one way or the other. People don't understand this thing. It might not come to you directly, but you have children, you have offsprings, you have people around you that it will affect. So if something is bad, it's bad. It's not even about, because we know that there are men that have been abused. We know that there are boys that have been abused. That's a fact, right? But in this instance, right, it's a senator at that high level who is trying to say something, and we can watch publicly how she's being gagged. The image of Nigeria now does not look good. I even saw lately, I saw BBC, whatever, even though I don't really rate BBC, but they carried the news. But this is how that news is going to travel far. where you don't want the news to get to, it will get there and it will exceed. Now people will come to know who Akpabio is. This is what they are not paying attention to. You are giving the woman 6 months for what? What did she do? What crime did she commit? You see how Nigeria victimizes the victim furthermore? This is why a lot of women don't come out to talk. Some people came out and, oh, why didn't she say? When it happened, why didn't she say? Remember when he made a comment about her saying that this is not a nightclub? You know, when people were shouting and screaming, he came out and apologized, right? Okay. He kept doing it. I'm sure Natasha's outburst was as a result of frustration. That woman probably, she doesn't, who wants to be in a position like this when we say everybody now your name that they talk about? It's difficult. That it was difficult for that woman to come out and say everything that she said. Even if you observe during Arise News interview, she was almost on the verge of tears. It's not an easy thing. Oh, God forbid bad thing. Sexual harassment is not something people have been downplaying it. I even observed on the Senate floor while they were passing that judgment on her, they were sniggering, they were laughing. The image of Nigeria is battered right now. If you're a Nigerian, you should be ashamed. Wallahi, I'm ashamed. I personally am ashamed because the image is right there. Do you know, I saw people tweeting that were not Nigerians. People were retweeting that were not Nigerians. Okay? People are coming together. People are, what's it called? They're organizing and mobilizing ways they're going to bring attention to it. This is how far this thing has gone. So they didn't hear what she had to say. They did not hear the evidence she had to produce. Nothing. They just shut her down. They gagged her. Even as she was leaving the Senate, right? She was saying this injustice is not sustainable, right? She said that they came and were trying to take the microphone away from her. That woman has strength, man. I mean, I don't know. For her to face her abuser, it's she has a heart of steel, man. That woman is tough. You are the judge, jury, executioner on your own case, only in Nigeria. These people don't know the image that they have projected outside that people are now observing. I saw people that were non-Nigerians retweeting from all over the world, not just Nigerian women. And my prayer is that Nigerian women can really, really take this to another level. That's my prayer. That's my one prayer right now. Like, Nigerian women should really, really mobilize and take this to the next level. I'm telling you. This is what I really, really would like to see happen. You know, that Nigerian women should really, really get behind this and make it happen. Sake, welcome. Oh. Eh? I'm telling you, it's a very shameful thing. Oh. It's very, very shameful. Very, very shameful. Honestly, it's very shameful. I don't know. I don't know how anybody can look at what's going on because the tweet has gone far. It has crossed the shores of Nigeria. It has crossed Africa. Everybody is now seeing and observing what's going on in Nigeria. Shame is shaming me. Shame is shaming me. I just wanted to try that green screen out. Yeah? Shame is shaming me. I'm telling you. We can't continue like this. Eh? The hashtag has gone far and wide. It has gone far. You know, sometimes I wonder, right? Like, it okay, sorry, Mona Novice. The words are getting stuck in my mouth. Would it not have been easier if this man had said, okay, let them go ahead and carry out their investigation, let it play out. Whether he's guilty or not, nobody is even coming out to say, oh, this man is guilty. Of course, because of his precedents, people are saying, well, I cannot, it's very hard to believe you based on your precedents. It's very hard to believe you, right? Even with that, to make it look, since now they're proving that we don't have a senate, the entire system in Nigeria is gone. You don't have a country anymore. None of your systems are working. For somebody who's been accused of sexual assault to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner in his own case, it's mind-boggling. If any Nigerian right now, every Nigerian ought to be ashamed. They ought to be crying literal tears for the show of shame today. They did not even listen to this woman's evidence. They did not listen to her so that the people can make their own judgment. You see, even if, let's say, I don't know, all these things that this man has done is pointing to the fact that he's guilty and he's trying to cover it up. You now suspend her for 6 months. You are not suspending just her. You suspended an entire senatorial district. That's what you have done. That's what they've done in the Senate. You've suspended an entire senatorial district. That's what this is about. So what? She's not going to be able to serve her people. She's not going to be able to do what she needs to do for her people. That's what that means. Toby Tex, welcome. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. 108 senators ganged up against one person. I cried. You almost cried. I cried. It's not something I did not expect. I expected it because we know the system is rotten. Please, guys, increase the like so that other people will know, see that we're online. Like the video, please. And if you want to contribute, call the number that I pinned on my poll. Just call that number and I will bring you, I will connect you to talk. For right now, like I was saying earlier, my StreamYard thing has expired and I'm not renewing because I've been paying out of pocket for that thing. So it's not worth it. That would have allowed me to bring people up to contribute, but we're not going to be able to do that unless there's contribution that I know, okay, I'm going to be putting towards that. But in any event, we're using this right now, and if you want to contribute, please use the number on the poll that I attached. Matter of fact, let me type it. Where can I type? This is new to me, so more than novice. I beg, if I dey act like say I don't even know how to. Okay, make I use another phone take type. You understand? So at the end of the day, now shame now these people bring can't give all of us for Nigeria. Shame. Now shame. The tweet don't pass, it don't cross Africa, it don't enter another continent. Now people they talk about her now. Other people. Now wetin we want be that. If to say they let this woman come out, present your case, talk am as e be, prove your matter. Akpabio too go bring your own case. You sit down on top of case. Now you dey even collect the complaint from your victim. Nigeria, the kind thing, the kind evil when Nigeria put hand for, when the people they put omo, that country literally needs to be cleansed. Too much evil. So imagine that they silence a woman at that level. Wetin you want make students, university students, or children when they go secondary school, when they get abuse from their teachers and people when senior them, how do you want them? So that means they can't talk. The man don't silence a lot of people right now. People when they won't come out before, can't talk their experience so that they'll feel healed, they're not go feel, they go need to suck them in. Because if the powerful, a whole senator can be silenced, who you be? I can only imagine what the secretaries are going through, what the receptionists are going through, everyone that is working, corporate people in Nigeria, bankers and the rest of them, I can only imagine what they are going through. If a whole senator is being gagged, a whole senator can be gagged like that in a country that is supposed to be practicing democracy, there's a problem. Guys, please like, the likes are really low. Like, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Share the video, and please, can we take up the likes? Let's bring up the likes some more. This is where we are in Nigeria, unfortunately. We are operating in a one-party state, absolutely, already. All those LP, they now APC, then they go. Of course, unfortunately, nobody get liver to challenge this evil men. Well, we have to do our part in our own way, to be honest, small. I know that there are people that are organizing. I shared something on my community page where people are talking about coming together to gather themselves and mobilize. I don't know, but everybody needs to be doing something. I'm thinking of doing something on my own, because I can't wait for anybody. I have to. Everybody has to do whatever they can wherever they are. I am not calling out on anybody to do anything. Do you understand? So anybody when want do anything, na dem sabi. Everybody, if this thing if you say not affect you because you not be woman, though, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Because what is going on now with Natasha, if we know what we're doing, if we really want to really push, this can actually be the very thing that we need to get that country to where it needs to be. I'm seeing a great opportunity here, but I'm a lone voice. There's only so much I can do on my own. There's only so much I can do on my own. So if Senator Natasha, a whole senator, when he fight white lion, wrestle am down, that man almost ruined her election, her campaign period, where he was when they were voting, he go dig up the road so that her constituents not go fit vote for her. Person wey they fight, they come enter Senate. The woman is not giving up. Kudos to her. The strength when she get, I don't know, omo. Kudos to her. Okay, I know that it is probably bothering her, but she has to keep soldiering on, because she knows that there are a lot of people that are looking up to her right now, because everything that's happening is now made global news thanks to Akpabio and all the egotistical people in that Senate. Misogyny thriving very well in the Senate. It's a shame. It's a real shame. As a Nigerian, I'm very embarrassed. I feel a lot of shame as a Nigerian. These people don't care how the world views us. Meanwhile, they come out and tell you, speak of Nigeria in a positive light. Please tell me how you're going to speak about Nigeria in a positive light with this mess, with this great mess that they have made. Please tell me how. What are you going to say? How do you paint Nigeria in a positive light with this? When they are busy loitering the whole place, that they poop on themselves as they go, literally. How? It's very shameful, to be honest. It's really, really sad. It's very, very sad. Twitter has been on fire all day. People are posting and reposting, strategizing, mobilizing, talking. I have to give kudos to the men. Now the men and they champion these spaces. Now the men even they talk about and pass. Kudos to those men, and I really pray for them. Everything when they look for, they go see them for this world. Honestly, as men when they come they even add insult to injury. They abuse the woman. They remember saying at that time, they remember saying, the woman gets 6 children. Meanwhile, you literally have a senator when get 20-something children. How many? He bring his wives come Senate that day. I not see any of the senators talk say make he go learn good behavior, make he go behave himself. I not see any senator when he call the man slut or call him all manner of name. I not hear am. T-Pain wife dey senate that day, she fight with person, even slap one man when dem dey wrestle. Video come out. Video come out of Remi Tinubu when she dey fight for senate floor. She come out now dey use side mouth dey talk. Let me see it. Let me show you to you guys. See am, make I show am to una. Make I show am to una. Hopefully you guys can see it. Can you guys see it? Sorry, make I put am back small. It's lighting. The lighting is much. Okay, make I just play and share. Muna here. This na Remi Tinubu when she was in the Senate. She was fighting, literally dragging some man's cloth on the Senate floor. See, insulting the man, dragging him. They not suspend her. See, they were holding her literally. See, they were literally holding her. See, I know it's kind of, the video is kind of, sorry guys, but that's the best I can do. That was Remi Tinubu literally wrestling on the Senate floor. She was literally fighting. He almost tear the man cloth when she did fight with. I know, did they suspend her for that act? Did she get any suspension? That was vicious. I hear say there was a time she even slapped somebody on the Senate floor. And I heard she even got into it with what's his name? What's this guy's name? That guy that likes showing off his cars and all the accessories he has in this life. What's his name? Dino Melaye. I hear saying he and Dino Melaye, they were like cat and mouse. I know here say they suspend the woman. Meanwhile, she came out today and she was saying that they have to protect the Senate. Hey God, I just laugh. I say Nigeria, the jokes keep writing itself. Yeah. Then Senator Remi Tinubu, the wife of Bola Tinubu, fought dirty in the Senate chambers, stripping Dino Melaye naked. She was never suspended. Never. You understand? Dino the dying dinosaur. Hey, Sake, you say now why? Yeah. You know? Thank you very much, Michael. Please, hit the like button. Hit the like button, subscribe, like, share. Don't forget to like. The likes are still low, guys. I beg. Who not they like for them? Mona, I make anybody verse. Mona not verse if I make una verse too. Yeah? Mona like the show. Mona subscribe. Mona like. Mona like. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate. This is what this is now waiting with the CBDs. I have to give it to Senator Natasha. That woman, a strong woman. That woman, all the wahala when she don't face for this life prepare her for the battle. That's what she talked when she was leaving the Senate. She said, this injustice shall not be sustained. She waka comot. She's not done yet. I'm waiting for what she's going to say. I'm waiting for the evidence she's going to. I hope, because she was saying the other day when she was on Arise News that she's going to go on her Facebook page, right? And I hope she does. I'm not on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, please share the video with me, because I'm not on Facebook. I don't intend on going on Facebook. Trends, welcome. Oh, greetings, my brother. Welcome. You understand? So if she did on Facebook and she now wants to, expose all that, whatever evidence that she has, please, you guys should let me know, because I'm waiting for this evidence of hers to come out. I'm really hoping, and I know that's probably what she's going to do. She's not going to let it rest. I want her to be dropping the evidence, since they no one make she talk am for Senate, make she dey drop am, make everywhere scatter. I see a loophole here. If Nigerians know what they are doing, if Nigerians can come together, this is a golden opportunity if we know what we're doing. But then again, everybody needs to be on the same headspace and not see it just like, oh, na woman wahala. No, everybody needs to join in. And I want to again say kudos to the men that have been standing up and speaking on these issues. I have to give it to the men. The men have been the one doing spaces, endless spaces, so not 2 minutes, 5 minutes, like back to back. On a space today, there were people saying, a few people came up and were saying sideways stuff. The host was giving it to them in a calm way. The guy said, sexual harassment is sexual harassment. There's no way you can twist and turn in that. If the Senate president wants everything to just, everybody to just lay off of him, he needs to hear what Natasha has to say, and he needs to step down. Let a neutral body, my goodness, honestly, I say God bless those men, the empathetic men, the men that are standing firm for this clear injustice. Their money go always dey plenty. They no go ever lack. Anything wey they touch go turn to gold. I've been completely impressed. Nigerian men show say yes, we will not leave our women hanging. I was impressed. I really was, honestly. It shows say they no just look the matter through a face. They were the ones that came supporting Akpabio strongly, saying that the women are being emotional. They are taking it out of, they are taking it to another level. They are trying to make it. One even came and said it's the opposition that planned it. It's the opposition that is preventing, that they have a plan to take over the government. So they are using Natasha. Na opposition na tell Akpabio may not keep in dingeling in him pants. Na opposition na tell Akpabio say any woman when you see harass, abi, because Akpabio na APC plant. So how you want to explain that one now? Because if you are saying all of that, that means say na opposition na send Akpabio to go dey do wetin they not send her. That's what you're saying, right? For those of you that are saying, oh, it's opposition plan. Which opposition? Do we have opposition in Nigeria as we speak? In Anambra gubernatorial election that is coming up, PDP no see, they're not buy form for PDP. You can argue and say, oh, PDP is not a strong party in Anambra State. It's a APGA or whatever, right? APGA or APC. You can argue that. But have you experienced, I don't know, maybe you have, because I'm new to the whole Nigerian election thing. Have you ever experienced where a state did not buy any party's political form to contest for election? I have never seen it, at least in recent times. I haven't seen it. Opposition is dead in Nigeria. If we had opposition, this is meat for them. This is easy peasy. You see, you can criticize APC is a terrible party and all, but they know how to stand up and do this opposition thing. The rest are learners. They don't know what they are doing. PDP is going one direction. That one is a dead party now. LP, forget LP. It's gone to the dogs. And guess what? The chairman of the ethics committee is LP. People that came on the backs of Peter Obi, right? Complete and total disgrace. Complete and total disgrace, each and every one of them. The guy, not one person stood up. Not one person stood up for Natasha in the Senate. Not one. Out of 108 senators. Not one. If that does not bother you as a Nigerian, I don't know what else will. No one person talk say, even her PDP members, none of them could say no. Let me tell you, I have said it before. This one party system, they are in a cult. That's what they are acting like. They are in a cult. So anything you say that is inconsistent with what they want to hear you say, you are in trouble. So all those LP, I hope that you're paying attention to those people that came in through LP. Ireti, she should forget. She should just go eat all the money she can eat. 2027, she no go get her. Sorry. If she let me, she go APC. She will not get into the Senate again. I don't know, unless they do their mago and Nigerians fold hand again, allow them. Unless that, but that woman, make she forget her. That LP senator, he's from his senator from Edo South. Okay, that man, me don't mark him face. That man can never go back to the Senate again. We're going to mobilize. God keep us alive till then, in good health and sanity of mind. None of them are going back to the Senate, so they can eat whatever they want. All of them, not one stood up and said, no, you can't treat this person. Those men have wives at home. They have daughters. They have sisters. They have aunties. They have relatives. Not one felt some type of empathy. They were sniggering. When they said they were suspending her for 6 months, they were all laughing. Exactly. Trends reality. Exactly. Welcome, Dixon. Good to have you. Welcome. Victor Omer is the worst of them all. It is a Game of Thrones. Yes! That's what is playing out. They've all sworn. They've kissed the ring. What I heard was that Ajaokuta steel factory, apparently, allegedly, T-Pain and their gang, they don't already put eye. Do you understand? They won't buy them behind. So this whole thing, when they happen, so they stall the progress of that thing, of that contract, when they decide to sell the thing off. So the thing, they vex them. So the punishment, when they dish out to Natasha right now, right, is because of really behind the scenes, now because of that whole Ajaokuta steel something. So you guys should pay attention. That's what's really going on. So this whole drama that is going on right now, that Ajaokuta thing, Natasha don't throw spanner inside that wheel when they roll. Do you understand? So that's nobody stood up for her. Even T-Pain wife, when be senator, when be saying our Agbero, she can't do for Senate floor. There was I think somebody was talking about a senator that was accused of similar sexual harassment. They had a committee and looked into it during T-Pain's wife time in the Senate. So please tell me, what's the difference now? Why are they not doing the same thing with Natasha's case? Because they have stuff to hide. This is not time for Natasha to be quiet though. Natasha should release everything. Let me everywhere scatter. Me everywhere burst. That's what I want. That's what needs to happen. Since they not give am the opportunity to express herself and say it like it is, hey, may everything wey wan happen, may happen, may everything. And I say it again for those that are just coming in. This is a golden opportunity that has been provided. How Nigerians leverage on this is everything. The Boy Scout gang, thank you very much. Exactly. The Boy Scout gang, absolutely. I'm sure she's going to join APC. I'm sure that's her plan, right? If she let me, she join APC, right? We go make sure so we frustrate that woman. Hey, oh, Coco Bioko. Do you know she recommended, she's part of people that recommended that Natasha be suspended for 6 months? Ireti. She recommended that Natasha should be suspended for 6 months. You see that most of the people that are causing this problem that are abuser enablers, people that are abuser enablers, SA enablers, they are the older women. If you see them coming on space, I don't know, say these people, they sabi join spaces, coming to defend nonsense, are they shame? I don't know whether they get children. They were coming on spaces to defend. Oh, kudos to the women that came to put them in their place, because I wasn't ready to talk on any space today. I said I want to hold my peace. The shout when I shout 2 days ago, I don't want, there's no need. This na strategy na we need now. Now to sit down and listen, that be my own. The one that they talk. So now see as they talk and gently. I don't want to shout. And I get wetin I go do for my mind. When I do am, I go show am to una. See wetin I do for this matter. Jill, welcome. Osas, welcome. Oh, good to have you guys. Welcome. Now like this, me don't talk my own. Nigerians, this is another opportunity. If you guys know what you are doing, make I put on this light. Everywhere don dey dark, my people. You know? So this is a golden opportunity. If Nigerians know what they are doing. If anybody wants to contribute, please, my phone number is there listed. I don't know if you guys can, it's on the poll. If you want to call in, you have anything that you want to add, please use that number to call. For those of you that are just coming, my people, now like this, we're going to do our lives for now until, let me see, what's the number? Okay, so number to call. There we go. So that's the number right there to call if you want to join the conversation. My sister. Joe, thank you so much for yesterday. Your submission was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it, to be honest. As women, this is a golden opportunity. As men who want to see improvement in Nigeria, this is a golden opportunity. If we know what we're doing, this can actually translate to something for us. It really can. If we really know what we're doing, it can translate. I'm telling you. But the question is, do we know what we're doing? Do we know that this is an opportunity that has hit us? Mr. Bibweze, welcome. Greetings, sir. If you want to call, use the number that I just said, so I can we can have the conversation. So So, but I'm really, really proud of everyone that has, all the conversations that has been going on around this, because, this culture of silence, because when you silence a senator, what do you want a student to say? Student cannot complain. Even whatever they are going through, even those in government offices or in private companies, they can't complain. Eh? They're not go fit complain. T-Pain wife rat, e say Akpabio led Senate is doing the needful. Women should learn not to be cheap for men to harass. Can you imagine? This is what a whole president's wife that was fighting like an agbero on the Senate, this is what she had to say. Akpabio led Senate is doing the needful. Women should learn not to cheapen, not to be cheap for men to harass. Oh God, I feel insulted, as if na me dey talk to. Tell me how this woman take cheapen herself for man to harass. So you see how they victimize the victim further? They are victimizing her even further by saying that she's cheapening herself for men to harass. That's further cheap, like slut shame, shaming her and shaming her, thinking that she's going to be silenced. Not Natasha, thank God, not Natasha. You see this fight, I'm really, really rooting for her. I'm really supporting her. I want her to push forward with this. I really want her to push forward. Anything wey wan happen, make it happen. Make everywhere burst. Mo no. Say the socket wey don burst, e don full, e dey overflow, so we no get choice. I want it to happen in this case. Imagine a whole president's wife, when she has been a senator. When she was a senator, she was everyday fight. This woman, she literally fought with a man and was almost, he tear the man cloth. Even they slap, they conk the man for the video when I show now, just because you guys couldn't see it clearly. They were holding the man, protecting the man from her. They did not suspend her. This same woman, you see, when I talked about queen bees, Remi Tinubu is a queen bee. You know those women that will get to a position where they will be able to, where they've elevated to a certain position, they don't want other women to come along. That is Remi Tinubu for you. She doesn't want, she wants to be those, the important women, if you don't, you have to come through us to get there. That is the mindset that she has. You see, she's been talking about, they want to create special seats for women. You guys should not fall for the bait. Do not fall. Reject it with everything you have. Because that special seat they want to create is not for you. It will be for those who they select, who they choose, who they can manipulate, right? Those people will have to do what they ask them to do. If you don't do what they ask them to do, they will shut you down. That's what those special seats will be for. So anybody that knows what's going on, reject it with everything that you've got. If you find it anywhere, reject. Just keep rejecting it. These people don't mean well. Their intention is not for you to make way for you to come and be a part. No, it is for them to select the women they want, that they can control, that they can send on errands, like the ratees them. Then they'll say, go and wash plate for me. Go and come to my house this night. I am doing something. Come and clean the floor. The day you don't do what they want, they will remove you. They will, first of all, you have to have filth on you. Your hands have to be involved in dirty things so that they can use it against you. Either must have defrauded, you have stolen, you've carried some drug, something evil they can use against you before you can be a member of the special group that they are selecting. Don't fall for it. Thank you very much, friends. You self, you are aware, exactly. The woman was cantankerous as a senator. Do you know she was the one that shut down the bill for women to be able to join the Senate? Because they were pushing for 50% women, for women to join the Senate, right? Remi Tinubu is the one that shut it down. Remi Tinubu and her gang. They did not want women to come because they want to be the queen bees. Somebody was telling me, behind the people that are in the Senate, there are people behind that you have to kiss their ring in order to get to the Senate. And if they want something for you, if you don't do it, they will look for a way to cause trouble for you. So Natasha is not kissing anybody's ring. She actually went there because she wants to work for her people. That is what's pissing these people off. And she wants Ajaokuta still to work. That's what is pissing them off, because they want to sell, they want to channel whatever is going to come from that Ajaokuta to themselves. Right? That's what. So whatever Natasha is doing now, he's stalling that process. You guys pay attention. Look beyond. I'm not focus. Yes, look at the sexual harassment, but there's a bigger issue. I don't want to say the sexual harassment is not big. It's big in and of itself, but there is more to it. There's a lot more. Pay attention, guys. Exactly. She does not have a soul. That woman does not. She don't chop the soul. She does not have. She don't throw away that. Wait till be soul. She doesn't have solo. You don't go. Those people, those are the people who do anything for power. Anything for power, for money, they will do. They don't care. Anything at all, they will do to get there. Those are the types of people that Natasha is dealing with. One as say the girl. See, and now, if to say they be smart people, to say they really get sense, to say you say people know they get sense finish. You see this matter, therefore just take care of fam. Nobody for know wetin happen. But guess what? They want to show power, ego. Okay? They want to show who how dare you, Natasha, who you be, small pikin, who you be. So now they can't show themselves now. All of us don't see am. The trend now don't go far. The whole world don't they see wetin dey happen. The whole world don't they see wetin dey happen. Imagine what a mother is saying. Women should not cheapen themselves for men to harass. Please tell me, do you cheapen yourself for a man to harass unless you are making money? That's your way of life. I never see anyone who go job by himself say, okay, I want to cheapen, unless that's your way of life and that's what you want. This is what she has reduced women to, because she wants to remain at that top. So before you get there, you must come and kiss the ring. That's why they are telling you about special seats. Everybody should reject special seats. Any woman when be one become senator, go and fight like every other person. Win your constituents. Win them over. Go there and serve your people. Don't allow anybody hand anything to you. If you lose, you lose. Fair and fair. Hey, these people. It's such a shame. The embarrassment that these people have brought on Nigerians. If Nigeria not use the opportunity, there's a loophole right now. If you do not capitalize on it, you miss another opportunity. You see all those interviews, all those old women when they come, all those boomers when they come they hold carry water for Akpabio. See tip another quote when Agbero T-Pain wife drop. He say, Senate is a place of honor, matured minds and not controversy. You dey hear na? Agbero person wey be say they know they talk to 2 times for Senate. Now they talk all this one now. By the way, did you guys hear that Air Force officers, right? They went to the Ikeja Electric office and beat up the staff because they not get light. Beat up the staff, lock up the oga, when be woman of electric company inside boots. Now hear that story. Oh! They went and intimidated the Ikeja Electric Company. They beat the employees, carry their oga, lock them inside boots. The kinds of things, the kinds of injustice against especially women in Nigeria no be here. Hey, Kai, it's a shame, oh, my people. It's a shame. It's a shame. Make we talk true. This thing, it dey smell, it stinks. It stings. Ah. See, this life, I don't know. I don't know until Nigerians rise up. You see this situation when we dey so, until Nigerians by themselves rise up, nothing, no. Wallahi, nothing. Until Nigerians by themselves rise up and say, you know what, we're not going to take this anymore. Nothing. But if they keeping quiet with this window of opportunity that has presented itself again, I don't know what to say. Oh. I don't know what to say. This is not just about Natasha, it's about Nigerians. They are depriving the people of Kogi Central of their due. That's what they are doing. Look at it. Twitter don't blow up. Everywhere you turn in Twitter, everybody is hashtagging Natasha. I stand with Natasha Akpoti. She has become popular. Look at, people have gone to dig up. You know, say they lay hands on her. They beat, when she dey run for this thing, they beat the woman. She ended up in the hospital. See, I don't know that una go fit see am. Make her try to play on this video when they put together. Make her see whether una go fit see am. Okay, it's showing.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end. When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, 'cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. I see your face, it's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, 'cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. When you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. When I see your face, it's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. When you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. When I see your face, it's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're
Sorry, guys.
amazing, just the way you are. girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
See, that's it. Just put that together from the beginning. They beat the woman. Hey! Hmm. People are tweeting at Kemi Badenoch to report. Oh my God. Akpabio go hear am. Oh boy. He get power for Senate, but he go hear am worldwide. See am. Person reporter, he say, Joe, Mabinu, are you watching the sexual harassment proceedings between Senator Natasha and Senate President Akpabio? Looking forward to your opinion on the issue. Not only one person dey tweet o, many people. New insight, you say write X page. What X page do you want me to write? If you're on Twitter, you will see all these things. Eh? If you have the see the worst, another person said the worst part of our country is that every terrible thing will let happen only tells those coming in next that the Nigerian people are docile and they will permit even worse. Okay? You thought the 9th Senate was bad? The 10th has told you to hold its glass. Hey! Another one say when Nigerians are ready to take their country back, all roads will lead to Abuja. These protests scattered all over the country are a waste of time. I agree. Eh? Ha! We are see another one said just the fact that she, Senator Natasha Akpoti, stood up on national TV to lay a formal petition of sexual harassment against the Senate President of Nigeria, Godswill Akpabio, is unprecedented in Nigeria. This is history. We are literally living through history right now. We are witnessing a moment in history, regardless of what the outcome might be. An uncommon woman. She has etched her name in the sands of time. Wallahi, with this action of hers, take it to the bank. When they go, they count strong women for Nigeria. Natasha name go dey. Make I play this video for now, because this guy dey always make sense.
The Nigerian Senate, I mean Nigerian National Assembly, please, is it a secret court or it is a parliament for the people? That place we call Nigerian National Assembly, the Nigerian Senate, Nigerian House of Reps, all of them, share a secret court or in a parliament we're supposed to make law to better the life of the people. You see this case between Senator Natasha Akpoti and Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Make una no dey distracted. Me, I'm not one of those people who you can fool with this kind of issues. The issue between Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio is only confirming that we as Nigeria, we have more serious problem. The problem with Senator Natasha or the allegations she raised is not just a problem on its own. It is a symptom of a bigger problem. Nigeria as a country, we are in deep shit if the National Assembly can conduct themselves the way they are conducting themselves. So for those of una, I pity una we know how to support wetin dey wrong because you think say maybe na woman dey involved or she talk against person wey you like. Nigeria, we are in trouble. In fact, the way the Senate don't play out, it only goes to confirm part of the allegations of Senator Natasha. The entire Senate is a bunch of captured people. Everybody have been captured. So anybody will try to say your opposition or to go against the constituted authority, you can be sidelined and there could be consequences for you. So if you see any senator get up to talk, it is not because there are not good people there who do not know what is right or what is wrong, but nobody has the courage or the spine to speak up and defend what they know that is true. So every senator or lawmaker where they talk is trying to defend their own access to power. It is a battle of the sycophants in chief. Everybody is observing table manners. When you eat, you do not talk. So make I no go talk, make I no go against the people. Imagine a country where a national assembly that is supposed to be serious with debates to help the people, everybody is sleeping on one side of the bed. So there is no meaningful opposition. That is to show you that the country can never move forward. So when you see some of the lawmakers where they vex, say, Senator Natasha, is it just about chair because they change your chair? No, it is obvious that there is an underlying issue before that change of chair for the senator to have reacted in that way. So waiting some of them, they vex, they say, why are you raising more serious issue from a smaller issue? This issue of change of chair is a small issue. You can overlook it. But they have failed to understand that there are more issues that have already been raised. Because a senator got up, she did not only allege sexual harassment, she alleged abuse of office by the Senate president and also malicious ambition to scuttle her, deprive her of her legislative powers. Nigerian Senate now don't give her 6 months suspension. So what now happens to the allegations against the Senate president? Because we now, as Nigerian politicians, you know how to quickly say you copy a system of government from America, you copy the presidential system of government from America. But what thing we know they copy from America is accountability, transparency, following the rule of law, and competence in leadership. Because Nigeria is not a country of laws. We are a country that is governed by lawless people who make laws for the poor but cannot abide by them. Because if we are a country of laws, the Senate president, of course, is innocent until proven guilty. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But you should know that as the number 3 citizen, you must be held to the highest ethical standards. And when you hold public office, you hold the public trust of the people. So the Senate president must be in a hurry to prove his innocence, to recuse himself and allow an independent investigation to establish the facts so that you can gain the trust of the people in that institution. Because it is not about you, it is also about the institution as more as it is about you. But Nigeria, there is nothing like that. It is anyhow. Now, wuru wuru. So everybody could just move along. On a normal day, agencies like the ICPC, Independent Corrupt People and Odd Practices and other related offenses, people like the Public Complaints Commission, even the police can take up the allegations to investigate. Because, of course, sexual harassment is an offense under the Penal and Criminal Code. But who you want to go investigate? You want to investigate the constituted authority. So as much as the case of Senator Natasha is a serious issue, we must not zero in on it alone. We must look at the bigger picture. Nigeria, if you have a National Assembly that is supposed to be performing oversight over other arms of government, has been completely hijacked, and there is no meaningful opposition. Even lawmakers are afraid to speak up, even to vote. They fear to vote out so that they don't go fall out with the powers that be. Then we are in deep shit. We are in serious trouble. So all of us must look for opportunity where we ourselves must go that National Assembly, go and demand electoral reform to overhaul INEC so that by 2027 we begin to drain the swamp, to retire the bunch of non-essentials who are occupying government offices for their personal good instead of public good, and ensure that we send in competent people who are able to lead this country for the sake of Nigerians, for God's sake. If not, these shenanigans you are seeing our lawmakers do, it will not end until we overhaul these institutions and this system. And that can only be achieved through electoral reform. So good, we fight for Senator Natasha, but Nigerians, we must fight for ourselves in terms of getting electoral reform. If not, we are in even more trouble than we think. May Nigerians get the courage to wake up, unite, and make demands to liberate ourselves. God bless Nigeria. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Welcome, Juliet. I see you. welcome, guys. Roland, you say, now today these people know say Nigeria, but no, this guy has been making a lot. He don't they call since, so not be today. The guy always makes sense, and he's always saying the right things. This is a clarion call when they give Nigerians so. Not be all mouths the person say they talk. So the guy's content is always on point, so he's not just yelling. The guy has been fighting on his own, doing his own thing. The question is, what is everybody else doing? Not clap, they enter dance now, right? Holy Mary, how now? Natasha name don't enter history of our Nigeria. I'm telling you, Natasha don't enter history. Take it to the back. You see, me, I know say Senate, they go throw am out. Me, no. We all knew how it was going to play out, right? Not be that one, not be me they look out for. I knew that was what was going to happen. But the fact that she had the courage to go to that Senate, present her case, talk to her abuser in the eyeball, that alone, she don already set the pace. She don already do wetin she need to do. Like I said, for those of you just joining, this is an opportunity that has opened up now. What Nigerians do with this says everything that you need to say. It tells you everything you need to know about Nigerians, because this is an opportunity right here. A lot of people are recognizing it and are doing what they need to do. I see it on Twitter and it's good to see, right? Everybody needs to play their own part. That's just it. And nobody can afford to be silent about this, you know? So, Roland, it's not just yelling. The guy has been making a lot of sense. And, all these people that have been calling for all kinds of things, they've been calling. But Nigerians, especially in Nigeria, hunger on the one side, insecurity on the other side. The three, how many ladies that they took away from the north, they kidnapped, they released them recently. Oh, without government interference, by the way. So, God, it's a shame, oh. It's a shame. Being a woman in Nigeria, I don't envy Nigerian women, oh. Single, married, all. I know you not get one when I envy for inside. This is not the way to live. This is not life. This is not life. Nigerian women are not living, no. I'm sorry to say. I'm from Nigeria, but they are not living. I'm sorry, not be life that they live. No hospitals, nothing they happen. And they feel the brunt pass. Shame on the Nigerian Senate. If a senator can be sexually harassed and punished for naming the man who harassed her, what message are we sending to the entire country? Hey, somebody was talking about, I don't know, was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday on my live. Somebody was saying we should do hashtag me too. I said for Nigeria. All the people literally will be on that me too. I don't know if you guys know the story of there was a girl, was it 2 years ago now? So her father, an unknown pastor, the father was molesting her. Beautiful girl. I think she was a model. She was a model, but she had serious pain on the inside, like, emotional pain. Her father had been abusing her from a young age. Her mother was always silencing her, gagging her. They made her feel like they demonized her and all manner of things, right, happened to her. This girl, I think she drank poison and she just unalived herself because nobody believed her. Even her mother denied her. He's a pastor, big pastor in Nigeria. I don't know if any of you remember that story or if you know about that story. Yeah, Holy Mary, you remember, right? Yeah. Her papa. So please tell me, where you want to carry that matter go? Who wants set one for you? For Nigeria. If it was a working country, that man no go see the light of day again. But he's a pastor still in Nigeria. Wetin have they talk? That pastor for Abuja when he molest this guy, this musician, this artist, wife unko. I don't forget him. Is it Fato Yibo? Yeah. When he molest, I don't forget the name of the girl when he molest. The woman when she don't marry now too, has her own children. The man is still pastoring in Abuja. People still they go to the church. They still they pay tithes for the church. So what are we talking about? These things are happening. If we start Me Too for Nigeria, a lot of people go follow. A lot of your favorites. Yeah, Timi Dakolo, God go bless you, Holy Mary. Thank God for the man when she married. Thank God for Timi Dakolo when he stand by his wife. You know how many men that man don't do since that incident? Now, I sure say more don't happen. But they go silence, keep quiet, and women they when they enable am. The wife they there, the wife know wetin happen, but no go talk. Women they suffer for Nigeria. I'm sorry, oh, it's not fun to be a woman in Nigeria. I'm sorry, it's not fun at all to be a woman in Nigeria. I knew Remi Tinubu had no soul when she went to a market in Lagos and told the women that they would kick out the Igbos. Yes, I remember that. Oh my God, I remember that. Said they will kick out the Igbos out of Lagos and I'll take over their properties. I remember that one. Could catch me when I see that video. Yeah, I said, nine people fold hands, still allow this man enter. No, I have said it before. They don't put something for Nigerian people food. Those banjo clothes when people they wear, the air, all those helicopters when they enter our airspace, nobody they even pay attention to them. They don't spray some things in the air. The docility that Nigerians are docile today, e dey inside the food, e dey inside the water. You cannot tell me otherwise. All those banjo when people dey buy, all those imported, everybody looking for imported, e dey there. Like I said, na diaspora na go save Nigeria, na go wake the people back home. We must do what we need to do. There is a loophole now. Anybody that knows what they are doing, they go take this matter serious. But hey, who I be? And where I know reach now they talk. Oh, if a whole senator can be abused, gagged, silenced to the watching of everybody in the world, who you be, who I be? If you are in Nigeria, I'm telling you, women they see shege for Naija. They see shege for Naija. No, seriously. Meanwhile, Enugu women they protest. Oh, Enugu women are protesting. They shut down their entire town. They protest the unaliving by headsmen. Omo, give it up for Enugu women. No, those women are not backing down. This is what Nigerians ought to be doing. This is what they ought to be doing. Hey, Gole, see Anna. See that they talk. They've been holding the turf for a long time. Look at, see people for everywhere. See sea of people. Women, for that matter, they protest. I say when women go rise, oh, I just they pray. This Natasha thing, make it be the camel when break. I be the something, the issue when break the camel back. How they tell they talk. Now that one I dey pray. Let me play this video. I know they hear Igbo. I don't know it, but more na hear Sha. The people when they protest for Enugu. Naira, you see the power. This is what is needed in Nigeria. This is what is needed. Not just, and again, what they are doing in Enugu State, because that affects them directly. Man, not talk. Me not be like say I dey tell now another thing for you. Una know what to do. Man, not use all my mouth to talk. Oh, Nigeria. It is unjust Hey Queen, welcome, oh my sister. How you day? Happy Thursday. Good to have you. Thank you for stopping by. It is unjust what is being done to Senator Natasha. It is a clear message to women in Nigeria that they are not safe and will be silenced at every turn. Shame on all of you. Abusers thrive in silence, doing everything they can to silence the victim. This is exactly what is being done to Natasha, but she refuses to back down, and we will amplify her voice so that it is heard. Hey! Hmm. APC wing of women are bred to support nonsense and irregularities first. Don't overestimate them, please. So Natasha, she said, against the culture of silence, intimidation, and victim shaming, my unjust suspension from the Nigerian Senate invalidates the principles of natural justice, fairness, and equity. The illegal suspension does not withdraw my legitimacy as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I will continue to use my duly elected position to serve my constituents and the country to the best of my ability till 2027 and beyond. Senator Natasha Akpoti Udwaran, proudly Kogi Central, proudly Nigerian. This woman na fire, wallahi. Eh? Make una see when dem form committee o, when wetin dem dey call am? Now I dey read to you so, my sister Holy Mary. Na wetin dey happen, na I dey read to you so. Some of the tweets, the retweets and all. If any fight, Roland say, if any fight go happen, na Igbo land e go start. Forget all the noise, the world knows the real fearless warriors in Africa. I don't doubt you, Roland. I don't doubt you. Right? Me, I've always said it that the south, the southeast, na there, na in the real fight. Na in they supposed carry this fight. Una see say for Niger Delta, some people don't come out. They don't arm themselves because say Wike want to dey disturb their life. Okay? They want remove Fubara. The young people for Niger Delta, for Rivers State, they don't form militia. If the entire south and southeast join, you see that area, the whole, may I just say the entire south, not the west, the entire south, because of all this too much tribalism, if they can come together, it's game over. But who am I? You know, say I not sabi anything. Na wetin I know I dey talk so na jejely we dey talk. Hey, BB, my darling, welcome. Oh, greetings. Welcome. Happy Thursday. E don red. Now they tell you now, Holy Mary. E don red. Everywhere for Twitter don't burst. Bless on wetin dey happen. Make I play this video. This one when Tinubu, you as senator can't suspend another senator. It is illegal. This is what T-Pain's wife said. I expect a competent court to throw it out the same way they threw out Senator Ndume's illegal suspension in 2017. That's what they did though, and Omo Agege in 2018. So let's listen to the video. Remember that senator when they say go beat person, I be slap person for sex toy place. Now remember that senator? I don't remember her name. They say na pastor. But here is the committee they formed though to hear the matter.
Stop us, but you don't come to on the other side and start dictating to us. Do you want us to protect you, or do you want us to defend you, or you want to be on your own? Because do you realize that the Senate, I hope that mic and let me finish. Do you realize that the Senate, when we constitute this, whatever the law gives, we can also suspend you? Do you realize that? No, no, sir. No, sir.
I
It
will
doesn't
not
come
sit
here on
and you
camera.
threaten me with suspension.
We are not threatening
I am a
you. I
senator
said
like
we are
you.
not threatening
I
you.
will not sit
Sir,
you threatening
sir,
with suspension.
With all due respect, sir.
With all due respect to you, I won't sit here. You are my colleague. You are a senator like me. You cannot threaten me with suspension. I take exception, man.
Excuse me.
Off that man. You are digging a hole for yourself.
Excuse me.
All right, then go and
This
pay
is
me.
what you do, okay? I'm also another woman.
Yes, ma'am.
Better be careful.
This is the other video, the one I played the last time. You see her fighting? Look at how she did drag the man. See her. That was with Dino Melaye. See her, she has the drag am.
It's 5 a.m.
You see her? Look at how she's dragging a man on the Senate floor. Remember that case about that man where they said slapped a woman at the sex toy place or whatever, right? They formed a committee to judge the case. What is different today? To tell you, say there are bigger issues behind just the sexual harassment. There's something behind the scene. They're trying to prevent Natasha because she's the most outspoken. She's there for her people. And she's showing that she's there for her people. And at Jakuta still, when they want sell, they want sell them, put her for pocket, they want line their pocket. The woman don't throw spanner for their will. And because Natasha never come kiss the ring, it dey pain them. Remember that. So people have been writing. So if you have the email of the Senate, go to the Senate website, Nigerian Senate website, send emails. Okay, here's an email that was sent. Dear Nigerian Senate, I am writing to express my deep concern about the unjust treatment of Senator Natasha Akpoti. Her suspension without investigation is unacceptable, and I strongly believe that the claims against Senate President Godswill Akpabio must be thoroughly investigated. Akpabio's sexist remarks against Senator Akpoti are appalling and unbecoming of a leader in his position. It is essential that Akpabio takes responsibility for his actions and resigns to allow for a fair investigation. Meanwhile, Senator Akpoti should be investigated immediately. Her suspension is not only unfair, should be reinstated. Meanwhile, Senator Akpoti should be reinstated immediately. Her suspension is not only unfair, but also undermines the principles of justice and equality. I urge you to take immediate action to address this situation and ensure that those responsible are held accountable. Okay? That's the email that has been sent. Mazi, welcome. Oh, good evening, sir. Say not even Remi Tinubu, Senator Westi Dahosa, that wrote the rules, have spoken, and he clearly stated that Akpabio and his cohorts were in the wrong. For Ireti Kingibe, I will campaign against her. We're all planning to campaign against Ireti Kingibe in the upcoming election. And also Ned, I think he's Nedia Imaswe, Edo South. He was the one that was the chairman of the ethics committee. Pin that name, write it down. These are the people that must not return to the Senate. All the people that went against, that stood up. Matter of fact, I would say recall the senators, because not one of them stood up. Not one. Juliet, welcome. Greetings, my sister. Accelerate action is the theme. Aha. Thank you. 2025's International Women's Day. International Women is observed on March 8 every year to honor women's accomplishments, increase awareness of gender equality. Thank you for that reminder, Juliet. I appreciate it. Okay. So the irony recommended the irony meaning Senator Kingibe Ireti recommended the suspension of a female colleague who is petitioning against the Senate president for sexual harassment, then goes off to attend International Women's Day events. Shame on you, Ireti Kingibe. You're a disgrace to all women all over the world. And I feel so ashamed to have lent my voice to your Senate campaign. Senator Natasha, you are not alone. Hundreds of thousands of women are with you. The entire world can see what happens when a woman dares to speak up. Hey. This is women. So this is from outside of Nigeria now. This Twitter I'm reading. This Women's History Month. This is Women's History Month. And before our eyes, a woman who is in a place of power is being stripped of her power, her right to freedom, and her right to speak against the abuse that she has faced by the men in the Senate House. We stand with Senator Natasha. Omo, it hot, so Twitter is boiling over. You cannot, everywhere is just, Senator Akpabio needs to step down to allow for an independent investigation of the alleged allegations of sexual harassment against him. So this is outside of Nigeria now. All these tweets that I'm reading now is outside. We believe that it is unconstitutional to scapegoat women scapegoat women for speaking out against sexual harassment. We at I think they say that document women be this. Let me see. Yeah, that's what it's called. Are deeply concerned about the handling of the sexual harassment petition against Senator President Godswill Akpabio by the Senate Committee on Ethics, Code of Conduct, and Public Petitions. In addition to the case being dismissed for procedural flaws, the petitioner, Senator Natasha, has been suspended for 6 months without pay and is required to write an apology. Thunder go fire apology letter. Write an apology letter for the Senate to consider lifting or thunder. Senator Natasha, if you dey hear me now, if you dey hear me, your ears they vibrate now. No apology, nothing. It's not worth it. Anything when they want to make they do their worst. We dey your back. I beg, not back down, not giving. Okay. For the Senate to consider lifting or reducing her suspension. Alarmingly, this judgment was delivered by the individual accused in a case he also presided over. This situation represents an assault on justice and it poses a risk of similar miscarriage of justice for every Nigerian woman. We believe that it is unconstitutional to scapegoat women for speaking out against sexual harassment. No legal technicality should overshadow the seriousness of allegations of sexual harassment which merit a thorough, impartial, and transparent investigation. This misuse of legalities reflects an institution that frequently silences women and raises concern about its integrity in ensuring that all Nigerians, regardless of gender, are treated with dignity and respect. While we applaud Senator Natasha for resubmitting the sexual harassment petition against Akpabio, this should never have happened in the first place. We are therefore calling for Senator Akpabio to step down to allow for an independent investigation. Our legislative processes should not be used as tools to silence those seeking justice. We stand in solidarity with Senator Natasha and all women who bravely come forward with similar allegations. We urge the Senate and relevant authorities to ensure a fair and transparent investigation, free from procedural obstacles, in order to uphold the principles of ethical governance accountability, justice, and equality for all. Hey, Omo, Akpabo go hear am. I sure say no dey sleep, he and him wife. They go dey pray. You know those their midnight prayer when they pray. All those they are die by fire. None of them go work. E go dey backfire. As they pray now, so the prayers dey backfire. As they pray now, so they return up onto their head. As they curse now, so that they collect the curse back. Premium woto woto, walai, Holy Mary. Premium woto woto, flying up and down on Twitter. I'm telling you. Hey, oh my God. Now they created a petition to sign. I shared it on my post on my community page. If you want to sign, the petition is there for you to sign for Senator and Natasha to return to the Senate without any apology. Thunder fire apology. And then there's another did I share? Let me see if I shared this petition. I don't think I shared this petition. No. Now the other one I shared, just remember now. Hold on. Let me share this petition. Okay. Another one I shared. So they have helplines and legal resources if anyone is sick, needs help, especially for sexual exploitation and all of that. That's the link I shared. So let me share this one too, because people would need this, just in case somebody needs to call. I don't know if the number is... let me post this. Okay, so I've shared that change so you guys can go and do your thing. So let's listen to this video by this guy explaining to us why she was suspended.
They claimed that she breached the rules of the Senate and brought shame to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, well, breached the rule, she might have, or she did breach the rules, which is not something new, because whatever breach of the rules she is guilty of, Senator Akpabio has been guilty of it in times past, and he was not suspended for it. So, he claims she breached the rules and she brought the Nigerian Senate shame. But this is what I want to tell you, Senator Akpabio, Senate leader, and the rest of you, all of you in that Senate. If there is anybody who brought shame to the Nigerian Senate, it is all of you. Ganging up the way you did against one woman, it's a shame. Yes, she breached the rule. She was not even given the opportunity like Senator Oshiomhole requested. She was not even given the opportunity to say anything. Perhaps she would have apologized like Akpabio apologized. Perhaps she would have apologized. But she was not given that chance to apologize because all of you had ganged up against her. Not necessarily because she breached the rule with regards to that seat change thing, but for some other reasons. And you just wanted to just bring a sledgehammer to kill a mosquito. You want to bring a machine gun to a broom fight. You have had your way, but know this. You cannot hide behind the rules to say Senator Natasha Akpoti brought shame to the Nigerian Senate. If anybody did, it is the rest of you. Particularly the opposition that shamelessly were silent. In fact, particularly for somebody like Senator Remi Tinubu that actually signed the suspension of
Juliet, I'll check it out. I haven't seen it.
Of the Women's Committee. If anything, the Women's Committee, the Committee on Women Affairs, should have defended the woman, just like Senator Ahmed Lawan, who was the Senate leader in Saraki's Senate stood up to defend Senator Akpabio at the time. That's what should have happened. But no, she didn't do that. All of you ganged up against Senator Natasha. It's okay. You've suspended her for 6 months without giving her the time or the opportunity to cease and apologize. I would say this. 6 months, she'll sit it out. I don't know if she's going to, you guys are going to do the things that you do. I hope she doesn't cower. Sit and wait out your 6 months.
Yes.
We, the people of Nigeria, are seeing what is going on.
Yes.
We know you are a first-time senator. This is your first time in the Senate. And you have done so much within your short time in the Senate.
Exactly.
We can see Senator Natasha. If you do choose to wait out the 6 months, fine. If not, you do your reconciliatory meeting, is also fine. But this is one thing that I want you to take out of this. Like the leader of the Senate said, take your time to study the rules. Study the rules. Because these senators, they know the system. They know how to use the rules to achieve their
evil.
I would call it wicked goals.
Evil.
They know how to use the rules. So you also need to know how to use the rules to achieve your own good goals. They're hiding behind you breaking the rules now, even though we know it is beyond that.
Yes.
The reason they are suspending you, Senator Natasha, is not because you breached the rules. And Nigerians must know this. The reason Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan was suspended, or is suspended now, is not because she breached the rules. That's not why all of them are ganging up against her. It is because of what Obasanjo said. It is because, indeed, two things, two offenses that Natasha is guilty of. Senator Natasha is one senator that within a short time, she has done so much projects to bring the dividends of democracy to her constituents. She has done so much. And in doing so much, she has exposed other senators.
Yes.
Who have done nothing.
Yes.
And this does not sit down well with
them.
That's
yes.
one offense. Offense number 2, she exposed the corruption in the Nigerian Senate and by extension, the Nigeria's National Assembly. She exposed it. How committee chairmen and senators help themselves with public funds. She exposed it. This is the second offense. And then the third one is, you can throw that in and say, okay, her allegations against the Senate president. But principally, her two major offenses are she has overperformed, exposing the underperformance of other senators, and 2, she exposed the corruption in the National Assembly.
Absolutely.
And this is something that somebody like Obasanjo has actually said before. It is not new. They find a way to force you, to co-opt you by stuffing your mouth with all manner of rottenness so that everybody is covering the corruption in the National Assembly. And
okay, Juliet, nice.
Will not have it. So
yeah.
My advice to you, Senator Natasha Akpoti, is simple. They have done what is within their power to do. They have hidden behind the rules. So, going forward, you study the rules and know how to use the rules to your advantage. Know how to use the rules to your advantage. But there is a lesson that we as Nigerians must learn. The National Assembly, according to the description,
guys, like the show, please, like and share, subscribe.
A gang of armed robbers and a gang of thieves. Or
absolutely, yes.
They co-opt you. That's what they are. In fact, I can say that the National Assembly is the kitchen of corruption.
Yes.
It is the kitchen.
Yes.
It may not be the cook. It may not be the cook, but the National Assembly is the kitchen of corruption. If we are going to have a new Nigeria that works for everybody, we need to change the people in the National Assembly. And that's what it is. Now, this is a wake-up call for the real opposition. which are the people of Nigeria.
Yes.
2027, I want to appeal to you. Let us not make the mistakes of re-electing these same people that are there.
I'm
that
telling
have
you.
failed to act in the interest of Nigerians. They are always very, very quick. This 10th Senate, very, very quick to take action when it concerns themselves. But when it concerns the interest of the citizens of Nigeria, no. Very quick to take action when it concerns the president or the executives. But when it comes to the interest of what will make lives better for the Nigerian people, they are slow. Look at how quickly they took this decision. Meanwhile, the whole issue of Ajaokuta steel
Thank you.
Something that I thought that the Senator Natasha had given up on. Because if you recall, one of the things that brought Senator Natasha Akpoti to the limelight was a fight for the revival of her Ajaokuta steel. And
exactly.
in fact, on this one, I have to apologize to her personally, because I thought that she had gone silent on this issue since becoming a senator. The day she was announced that the Court of Appeal had declared her winner, I was happy for her, because I thought that she would use this opportunity to bring up this whole matter and revive Ajaokuta steel so that Nigeria can have an active steel sector. But for almost 2 years now, 1.5 years or thereabout, we didn't see anything from her. So I assumed that she had fallen victim for what Obasanjo described the National Assembly as. Not knowing that she kept bringing up this issue about Ajaokuta, she kept bringing motion about Ajaokuta, and the Senate leadership kept suppressing
sitting on it
and stopping her. So I apologize that I thought she had conformed. I didn't know she was still her old self fighting for the revival of Ajaokuta steel. I must apologize. Now, when it comes to something like that, Ajaokuta steel, that if it became active, Nigerians will benefit. The Nigerian Senate is nowhere to be found. The Nigeria's National Assembly is nowhere to be found. But when it comes to policies that will make life difficult for Nigerians, you see them. When it comes to policies that will defend Tinubu, you see them. When it comes to policies that will help to protect their corrupt enterprise in that National Assembly, you see them. They are very, very swift to act. This is a message to all of us Nigerians. We need to get up. We need to get up and we need to take action. We should not just allow this to be one of those incidents that have a 3 days, 4 days, or 1 week lifespan. We must not forget this action when the next election cycle comes. And this is not the time to say, oh, elections don't matter. They do matter. We should hold these senators accountable for this particular action. It is an action against the people of Nigeria. Again, I will summarize this way. It is not because of the seat change thing and the breach of the rules. That is not why the Senate is ganged up against Senator Natasha Akpoti. It's not why. They are doing so because she has outperformed them, exposing their underperformance. And secondly, she has exposed how they corruptly help themselves with Nigeria's money at committee level and all that. Those were her two critical offense, quote unquote, that they are punishing her for. And thirdly, you can throw in the sexual harassment allegations. If we allow this kind of gagging, this kind of gang up to go on against Nigerians, against a senator like Senator Natasha, what will happen is that no senator or nobody that is elected to the National Assembly will speak for the people. That is why Nigeria must resist it. Nigeria must resist it. We must hold these people accountable.
You hear? That's it. I completely agree. This is why, remember, I kept saying this is an opportunity again that is opening up for Nigerians. We can't let this opportunity pass us by. We can't. Juliet, no worries. You can go. Yeah, you said women's empowerment. The color for international is stand as solidarity. I'll send you some. Okay, no worries. Send me some information via WhatsApp and also my email. If you have my email, you can always send me. You know, this is what I went through with my siblings. Okay. They were prayed. They're saying, why are you the only one being praised? Nah, so nah. This is the injustice we are talking about. It's everywhere, inside homes, everywhere. Yeah, that's what she came to do, expose the corruption. You see how Peter Obi came during the last election, exposed everything that we did not know about Nigerian politics. Bam! Peter Obi just removed the glasses, the rose-colored glasses wey all of us dey wear, bring us to reality. Then everybody come start to dey understand how their local elections are being played. Okay, everybody come start to dey understand, say, oh, so this is how, okay, this is how it be, so what he's saying is absolutely, it's beyond, apart from the sexual harassment, put that on one side, that Ajaokuta still is one of their bane, because that woman, that's what she has been pushing since she entered. So now what she has done is exposed that a lot of people go to the Senate. Can you imagine, you send your senators to the Senate, National Assembly, they do not accomplish anything because they keep shutting down their bills. So you see people who go to the Senate spend years, nothing to show for it. They just go there, eat breakfast, collect money, that's it. They do not do anything for their people. Why? This is the reason. Cabal, cults, gang members, now they rule us. Anybody that's waiting, if you guys are waiting for 2027 to waiting, I fit do, right? At the end of the day, unity they happen. We need to know what we are doing. I don't talk am. None of those senators supposed fit go back to Senate again, including Akpabio. The mobilization that needs to take place, since everybody is talking about 2027 is here already, by the way. 2027 is here. You see wetin MAGA do during this election for Donald Trump. I don't know what it will take Nigerians. The kind mobilization and strategy that needs to be going on. The same thing when MAGA people do for American election, now we need to do. Wallahi. If we know wetin we dey do. In the meantime, whatever the women are planning, because Twitter has gone wild. Let me see. So if you have the emails of the senators in Nigeria, bombard them. Bombard them. Make their email, make it crash. If you have their phone numbers, call them. Make them not they sleep. Call them when it be midnight. That kind 1 a.m., 3 a.m. Not let them sleep. Use your call to disturb their life. Hey. See, as she was about to say, okay, let me play this video. Okay. Let me play you guys this video. When she was about to leave. Okay. Let's see.
This injustice will not be sustained. The pursuit for justice.
See, they cut her off, but she got her word in. This injustice will not be sustained. The pursuit of justice will continue. They not get where they can't do her anything. We they watch. The Senate that ignores court injunctions is a Senate that undermines the very foundation of justice. The rule of law must be upheld, not twisted for convenience. I don't think people understand. If having power and being in the public eye does not stop harm from coming to women who speak out against the harm they experience, who are the rest of us? Who we be? Hey, powerful woman like Natasha. Hey, they sit her, they tell us to make you sit down, take several seats. Misogyny doesn't even spare women in power. Then we wonder why the percentage of women in government is at what it is. How on earth did she make a sexual harassment petition against him and the judgment is to suspend her? Punishing a victim for speaking out is something we cannot allow to stand. Not for Senator Natasha, not for the sake of the victims who watch this play out on a higher scale. I stand with Natasha. You should too. The treatment of Natasha is shameful and indicative of systemic bullying against women in politics. It is pertinent to register our displeasure at the blatant disregard for the rule of law by those elected to uphold same. If you ignore injustice to one, you ignore injustice to all. It is the month of women. We must not allow sexual harassment and bullying in our Senate. The Senate has behaved shamefully in the treatment of Natasha. Okay? So, Omo, these people go hear word by force, so they are still going. We need more international media on this story and a visa ban petition against the Senate President and his family. BBC News Africa: Nigerian lawmakers have suspended a senator for 6 months, a day after she submitted a petition alleging she had been sexually harassed by the Senate President. Hey! Senator Natasha might just be the spark Nigerians have been waiting. Okay? Yeah, can you guys hear me? Aha. Did it cut off at some point? Can you guys hear me? Please let me get a response. Can you guys hear me? Uh-oh. Okay, thank you. Because it seemed like it disconnected and it connected. I don't know, maybe I don't know if there's a time limit, but it kind of connected itself again. Okay, thank you. Hey! 6 years ago and nothing has changed. My heart breaks for her. Okay, here is when in 2019, there was a video of her. She did an interview with BBC Pidgin, BBC News. The title of it says, "Then they call me Ashawo," right? I think she was an SDP candidate, governorship candidate of Kogi State. Let's hear what she had to say. So you don't say when this woman don dey fight, they come. Be like say whatever she went through is preparing her for what's to come and what's going on right now. This is a spark that Nigerians need. I don't know. There's something tells me, I could be wrong, but this is very Nigerians are looking for opportunity. Here it is.
Winnie shouting, "You Ashewo, get out, get out." I feel very bad. I feel humiliated, I swear to God. I don't do anything bad. When I at that moment, when I think I'm paying me, I said I walk come out for that venue. The same boys follow me, they boo me come out. I couldn't walk out like I said a criminal like me. I just can't think that it's same me. Where because of me, these two countries just can't sign this agreement for Jakarta. Come say 500 billion, don't come for my state. I don't do bad things, I don't be criminal. I live my whole life, do good things. Besides this, I'm a saint, but I don't deserve to be treated like that. And the worst thing when me say, even people from my own place, they do like that. I say, well, I forgive them, Sham. Because you see, this will be the effect of poverty. When you don't get bad leadership for so long, people don't forget how to live, don't forget the human side of things. And that is why a good Senate woman come the leader.
You hear her? Not be today this woman start to the fight. They've been bullying her when she won't be SDP candidate. I don't even know. Now just they know say she won't run for governorship of candidate of Kogi State that time. They bully her, they call her, shower call her. You know, I know as Nigeria be now. She not do anything. See am. Thank you very much, love. Thank you. Yeah, so they were a senator. What will he or teaching their daughters? Teach their daughters. Yeah, Mr. Pius, welcome. Yeah, Bello and his dogs. Yes. Eh? Person say, since your president stole a mandate in the middle of the night, it's been free for all shithousery since then. Fuckery has a ripple effect. Hey, sorry. Eh? Meanwhile, Northern elders asked Senator Akpabio to resign for years in that one. When they put for there, when they plunk put for there. I beg you. Kogi Central, your senator is being denied the right to represent you at the Red Chambers for 6 months, half a year, 26 weeks, because she refused sexual overtures from the Senate president. Do not sit this one out. Nigerians, this is a call to Nigerians not to sit it out. It's not just to only... She's an Olosho. This is the spike. Nigerians, this is the that Nigerians need. Always because she refused them and she must help expose them more. This is Queen Amina of our times because she's exactly. New insight. Maybe there's a delay. Okay, you're saying yes. A senator should not be able to suspend another senator because senators are the representatives of their people. Natasha is not in the Senate as Natasha. She is in the Senate as a representative of the people of Kogi Central Senatorial District. No senator is more. Hi. And they dig up information for now. Wanna bear with me. There were so many of them. I'm trying to pull them out. I'm trying to go to my let me play this video. It's a short one. This woman was on News Central earlier.
And the Senate. And quite a handful in the House. So the 10th Assembly, it would be expected that they would treat the women like they would treat them better and give them a better chance at that Senate. But what we witnessed today, to be honest, by yesterday, I think I'm not surprised by what I saw today, because as I yesterday, it was quite obvious to me the way the plenary went, that this was coming. But I'm also concerned about how it was so easy to sit in the evening, because I listened to the chairman of ethics committee, how it was so easy to have this whole meeting or hearing from 5 p.m. yesterday, and by today, this morning, the whole report and recommendation is ready and all the signatures done and dusted. But what I could see is that this woman, for daring, for her courage to voice what she felt has been a sexual harassment on her, she's been kind of trying to be silenced. But you see, even on that floor of the Senate, in that red chamber, I wasn't pretty much sure what it was she was asked to apologize for. Is she apologizing for her, for the so-called immature
driver?
Please. Kai! Indicato, remember Indicato? Indicato was on News Central concerning this. Let me see if I can find her video to play. She had something to say about it. I don't know if you guys remember Indicato. She was a spokeswoman for LP. Then she used to come and do interviews for LP. So here she is to talk about the issue as well.
To try to lean on technicalities as to why they are suspending her for 6 months, taking away her privileges, taking away security details from her, walking her out of the Senate like that, despite everything that we are watching, is just terrible. And I'm quite disappointed in the senator. Senator Neda was elected on the platform of Labour Party, a party that had people from all walks of life, Nigerian support in spaces where they know that typically they didn't stand a chance, but because of Nigerian support, they managed to enter in there. And then you go in and you side with injustice. I think that is completely unbecoming, and none of these senators need to watch their seats, because these are not signs that people will support you the second time. Senator Natasha has come out to say, look, I have been harassed by this person. I expect that a proper investigation should be carried out. I expect that the Senate should follow due caution, due process to investigate this. Unfortunately, they are rushing through it and showing through their statements, through their actions, that they are all ganging up against this lady. And it's quite unfair. The other day, somebody said, oh, the Senate is not the place for young people, and it's an elderly place. Women cannot be sexually harassed in the Senate. All of these statements are very irresponsible. And it goes to show, look, if in this position a woman can be sexually harassed and go through all this and be shut down in this manner, what else for Nigerian women? This is beyond politics. This goes to show a woman can get to the highest position and will still be subject to this, and will still have her voice shut down, and will still not be listened to, and still not believed. It is quite sad.
Now here I'm not to how now. Aha. So my people, we move. We don't give up. Because here is what what's his name, Oshomole, was trying to.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Yeah.
And I know people are tired. I do not intend to speak long. I will disappoint many of my colleagues. Short of the report of the Ethics Committee chaired by Senator Neda, and of other contributions that have been made, including the very, very insightful summary by the Senate leader. I thought, because you have encouraged yourself, regardless of what my dad said, that you have no friend, I think you have friends. It would be dangerous for you to lead yourself to the conclusion that you don't have friends. How can you preside over affairs of enemies or people you don't trust? That trust line between the leadership and the followership must be serviced. But it can be brought under test in moments like this. My advice is that the quality of a leader is tested when you are under severe provocation, how you manage it, which is why I appreciate the way you have even admitted to more complaints as if nothing had gone wrong. Sometimes in leadership we face those temptations. I thought I should share with my very good friend and sister, and also our in-law, my experience on the floor of the Senate. I went on Channel Television, in my opinion, to defend the Senate. When we were being accused of spending money here and there, I said, no, I bought my own furniture, etc. The distinguished senator said I had breached his privileges. On that occasion, some people spoke in my favor. But there were few who insisted that what I said was in bad taste. I asked myself there and then, who will cast the first stone that he has never lied? Sorry, he has never erred, if I have actually erred. But on this occasion, my intention was to defend the institution. And yet, some members felt offended. I have been a governor for 8 years. I was re-elected. I didn't do a receipt. I chairman the governing party for 2 years. I was removed. I didn't go to court. So once I noticed that there were some senators who felt that my comment was embarrassing to them, for me, it is a mark of strength to admit that that not being my intention, that I apologize to those who felt offended by my comment, even as my intention was very noble and clear as far as I was concerned. I think that to apologize is not to belittle yourself. And even the Holy Bible says, and this is where I want to appeal to those who have taken very strong stand, that any sin we commit, once we admit to the fact of our failing, of committing, of breaching it, of the 10 commandments of God, that if we apologize to God and confess that we will not do so again, we can still see the kingdom of God. I think it is based on this logic that the committee created a window. And I also know that on the previous occasion, that sort of window, even though not stated, was exploited for a former chief whip. So I don't want to go into the merits because there is nothing new to be said. I just want to appeal to distinguished Senator Mrs. Udwanga that every word that has spoken cannot possibly be coward or foolish. The truth of the matter is the rules are binding. They are enforceable. They are potent. I wasn't in the Senate that day. I was in Benin. When I saw the fireworks on television, I thought it was something else, but I don't know because initially I didn't know what the issues were. When I was told it's about change of seat, sir, my seat has been changed. The only thing that the committee couldn't do is to change my person and my values. And thank God, as President Tinubu has said repeatedly, no matter how short a man is, he can see the sky. So my seat was changed, but my views have not changed about anything that I want to speak on. I think that is the beauty of democracy. This is meant to appeal to Senator Natasha, who you had caused as revealed by the leader of the House, that you even address her as princess of the Senate. I think she can still remain the princess that she has been, provided she doesn't work herself into the conclusion that it's a mark of weakness to admit when maybe out of whatever feeling you have erred. And it bears repeating that the offense is not against the presiding officer. It's breach of the rules under which affairs of this Senate are conducted. I'm not going to go to whether somebody has been favored or not favored. In life, what you didn't think is a favor, somebody will see it as a favor. So I want to appeal to you, Mr. President. It's not an easy thing to sit there and issues of change of seat. That's what I want to comment on. Issues of change of seat degenerated to the kind of fireworks that we saw on television. And of course, for those who talk about social media, why are they social media? That's the way it works. So I conclude, sir. I thank you for allowing me to speak, and I apologize to the Senate leader that I'm speaking after he had spoken. But this is the time you had acknowledged me to speak. I think that the committee, if you follow the sequence, issues of discrimination cannot be proven. It is actually the opposite. That under your leadership, distinguished Senator Mrs. Udwanga can claim victimization based on facts. And I urge her to reflect deeply about tomorrow. Because she can do nothing about yesterday, but she can mend by recognizing that to apologize for what you have found to be wrong is not a mark of weakness. And to our colleagues, I think rebuilding our collective image is necessary. I had occasion to say that once you have been stripped naked in the market, how much more can you cover since everybody has seen it? But then I also then asked myself subsequently, because you were stripped naked in the market, should you continue to walk naked all over the country? The moment you realize you have been naked, we are told that when a madman realizes that she's naked, if you begin to wear clothes, then you know he's regaining sanity. It is not a mark of weakness. So I don't want to be on the side of peace. And I don't want all of us to be hawks. In this case, we need some doves to, tamper the general feeling in the Senate. I don't think there's any division. No one has questioned the facts as they are, and facts are stubborn. You can wrestle with the fact, you can wrestle with the truth, but you can't defeat the truth. And on that note, I want to thank you, sir, for this opportunity. And I believe my sister has held all those who have spoken. And I'm sure she knows she has a lot of friends among those who have spoken. And they cannot all be wrong. Thank you, Mr. President, for your patience. And thank you for your leadership. Thank you, sir.
Stupid people. See this one. When rule states, when nothing to show for. As he short, so na so in mind wicked. This one. See how they talk. Like, if who hear and they talk now, go say, oh, better man, lie. This man. 419. Now they look so. Worthless. These are the people that were behind them. From back, go they do another thing. Come front, come talk one thing. Go back, go do another thing. Nothing when you achieve as governor. Nothing to show for it. I beg you. Exactly. Oh, Michael, you hit the nail on the head. Ultimate criminal. Acting and pretending to be for the people, but I'm sure he was the one who asked them to make it a 6 months walai. Suspension. Yeah, do grammar when they blow. Michael, you verse so. He reached to verse, sha. Oshomole is a 2-term governor who achieved nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hey, Mr. Guy, welcome. Oh. Welcome. I'm about to wrap up now. Now you just the enter. It's only blowing wind, nothing meaningful to the matter to discuss. I'm telling you. Asking the woman to come and apologize. Apologize to what? Apologize for what? Apologize for what? Nonsense apology. So when they force people to apologize for nothing. Apologize to the people that are victimizing them. As he short, now so in mind be. Very wicked man. Nothing to show as a governor for two terms. Nothing. Zero. No impact felt. As he come, now so he go. As he come empty, he go back empty. Nana life. See another day. Ha! Nigerians, omo. Since you guys are not ready to take it all out, right? But I'm going to say this again. You see this thing that is brewing. Hey, Temiladu, welcome. I said Temiladu. Temilade, welcome, oh, my sister. How you dey? Exactly. He's a hypocrite. Hypocrite. You understand? There's a window of opportunity for Nigerians here. Seriously. I see something. This is another window of opportunity that has opened up if we know how to play it well. And they talk on my own, I they talk. But me, I'm very happy because Twitter is brewing. I trust. I should say by night time now, you go see. You go see, say, let me see. Let me see which petition. Aha! Demand justice for Natasha Akpoti. Correct. Let me sign the petition. I go post am again for my um I go post am for my community page. Mona go sign am. All right. There we go. Copy link and then post. Bam. That's it. Aha. All right. So another one coming up, guys. Mona go sign this petition, oh, for real. You guys, we need to sign. I say when women ready, when Nigerians ready, things go move. See, you know how many petitions I don't sign in the space of how many minutes? Please go and sign. Oh, go and sign petition. Let's demand for. Let's move. Eh? Yes, now he's another. Yes, he's another member of the gang. Absolutely, guys. Like, oh, like. I'm about to round up now. I've been here. Don't try. Did you who's Kingdom Okere asking for a fair hearing? Who's Kingdom on Arise? I watch Arise News. I don't they watch all those channels like that too. Not only if something interests me when I see. Go say Twitter now, straight up news from the Mosses mouth, direct. There's no rigmarole. So now that one, you say that Kingdom Okere be name. Let me see. Let me go to there. Is it the one that said women should be subjected, may in the future be subjected to mental stability? When thunder go fire that man mouth. That man is a senator. Who is the senator? Which state is this man a senator for? Which state? Honestly, we need to take down the names of these people. Which state this man be senator for? When he talk say in daughter go get subjected to mental stability test, when we have men in Nigeria that are running wild with mental issues. I don't understand. The senators ought to undergo mental tests in that senate. Wetin be the man name? Let me find the person. Senate president should step aside. Now the one wey wear cap, he wear cap like this. Mona, let me know. Was in favor of okay in his submission. Is it the one that wore cap? He wear like whether na leopard striped. Mona, let me know. Yes or no? Now that one. No, 2 lawyers. Okay, let me see. Is it the one that says Akpabio restates regards for women, strongly denies sexual harassing Natasha? Is it that one? There are 2 lawyers. I don't know that this one. No, there's a male and female. Yes. Okay. All right. It's 20 minutes long, so I think we can handle that. Let me see if I can.
So if you've purchased a faulty car in California and won a huge check like I've got here, here's what you did.
This one, right?
Now for a review of what's making the headlines in the papers this morning. Let's bring in Arise analyst, Constance Ikoku. Good morning, Constance.
Good morning, Charles. How are we today?
Looking forward to this segment.
Oh, really? Okay. Yolanda, are you looking forward to?
I am, with bated breath.
All right. We will see how that goes. To look at the papers today,
Oh, the one on cap. Now that one, the one on cap, right? Okay, make I pull them up. The guy where be like said now, let on a leopard color cap. It's like 30 something. Okay, yeah, it's him. Okay.
The Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has rejected a sexual harassment petition filed against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. At the beginning of Wednesday's plenary session, Senator Natasha Akpoti submitted the petition against Senator Akpabio. She stood up, stated that she had a petition, read it aloud, and submitted it, which Akpabio accepted. However, a heated session ensued when Senate Chief Whip, Senator Tahir Mungunu, citing under 40 sub 4, argued that Senate rules must be strictly adhered to, warning that any deviation could lead to chaos and anarchy. Mungunu further pointed out that Senate rules prohibit any senator from presenting a petition personally signed by themselves, stating, and I quote, Senator Natasha had signed our own petition, rendering it procedurally invalid, end quote. Meanwhile, the Senate has commenced its probe of Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's clash with Senate President Godswill Akpabio over sitting arrangement, despite a federal high court restriction. Akpoti-Uduaghan was absent as the committee chaired by Neda Imaswan, a Labour Party senator, commenced hearing at 2 p.m. yesterday. However, violence erupted outside of the National Assembly as protesters gathered in support of Senator Natasha Akpoti and counter-protesters who also gathered in support of the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Joining us now on this show as we examine the legal angles and the way forward on this matter are two lawyers representing, well, this side, that side. So I'd like to welcome to this show this morning Maxwell Okpara and Kingdom Okere. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. You're welcome back. Good morning, sir.
Well, thank you for joining us. We've had long introductions about this issue between Senator Uduaghan and Senator Akpabio. We'd just like to start with your perspective. Who will go first? Maybe we start with you, Maxwell Okpara, and then we'll come to you, Kingdom Okere. Maxwell, you have the floor.
There are many issues arising from this particular matter. We have the procedural issues, the legal issues, and what have you. And it's good that we separate these issues from sentiments. Now, there are legal framework guiding Senate in their activities. What are those legal framework? The Constitution, the Senate.
Sorry, guys.
Act,
I'm trying to position.
These are the legal framework guiding the Senate. Now, if you watch section 60 of the Constitution, gave the Senate the power to make rules. Just like the Constitution gave the CJN power to make rules for the Supreme Court, gave a power to the President Court of Appeal power to make rules.
Ewo. Sorry, Mona no verse.
Gave the Senate power to make their own rules. Then section 62 of the Constitution also empowered the Senate to establish their own committees. Having said that, if you also work the Constitution, section 4, section 5, section 6 of the Constitution separated the powers, judiciary, the legislature, the parliament, and the executive. They have their own powers under separation of power. Then what are we talking about? We are talking about the procedure. Just like Abati rightly pointed out, you have a good case, you feel that you have a case, you want to present it, why rushing to the media? Why didn't you prepare yourself, go through the rules, prepare a petition, submit it in the House, so that the House can investigate the matter? Lucky enough, you can even go to the police. Lucky enough, the Senate President is not under immunity. He can be investigated by the police. Now, after the media, a lot of issues now came up. You now came back.
The Federal Reserve Bank of New York just issued a digital dollar, effective.
Police. Now, after the media, a lot of issues now came up. You now came back to the National Assembly to present the petition, and that petition is defective. Just like as I am now, if you are going to court and you did not follow the rules of court, to file your processes, it will be struck out and you go and refile. Now, the position there is that the Senate now has hinted Senator Natasha Akpoti. The petition you brought in is being signed by you. You cannot sign the petition in line with the rules. That one is on that. Then on the issue of court, we continue to say it. When a matter is being filed in court, to stop a particular arm of government from carrying out their own function in line with the Constitution, you don't grant such application via expertise. I will continue to say it. But whichever that is the case, once an order of court is made, no matter how stupid you feel that that order may be, it must be complied with. Now the question there is that, was that order be made by the Court of Competent Jurisdiction? The answer is yes. Was it served on the National Assembly? Upon receiving that order of court, the National Assembly is expected to suspend every other matter that has to do with that, at least to go back to the court, now that the judge adjourned the matter till Friday, to challenge the jurisdiction of the court to hear that particular matter. They shouldn't have rushed in. What are we saying in here? The procedure, the Senator Akpoti breached a lot of the rules and the laws guiding the National Assembly in channeling her case. That is what I will say for now.
Okay, Kingdom Okere, over to you.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians. Well, I want to first of all agree and disagree, substantially on the issue of whether or not Senator Natasha has the right, to freely express herself in the media. Of course, the proceedings in the Senate, on the day the issue erupted, arising from receiving her, and during the plenary, was televised, live on the television, and she was later invited by this same television station, where she made very serious allegation, against the person of the Senate president. So these are the substantive issue. So we cannot sweep them under the carpet. The woman is saying, no, what happened at the plenary is not the matter, it's not the main issue. The main issue began so day at the house of the Senate president, when he was celebrating his birthday. He said so thing to me, a kind of sexual advancement, and she has formally presented a petition for sexual harassment or for attempted sexual advancement against the person of Senator Natasha. That is the substance of the matter. Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Godswill cannot be a judge in his own cause. This is a primary and elementary principle of law. He is the Senate President. He is the chairman of the National Assembly. He appoints the chairman of Senate Ethics and Ethics Committee and Petition and Public Petition that has already declared Natasha's petition dead on arrival. So the fact remains that upon this serious allegation that borders on partly on code of conduct of the sitting Senate President, whether or not Natasha can get fair hearing before this committee. So the Senate President should honorably step aside so that Natasha can get justice, so that an independent, unbiased committee on public petition can look into the substance of the allegation of sexual harassment against her person. Nobody sits as a judge on her own cause. These are elementary principles of law. Natural justice and fair hearing. Audi altering pattern. Nemo jude kusaswa. As it stands today, he is the respondent in Natasha's petition. So he would have to be heard. He will appear before the committee to answer the issues that are raised in Natasha's petition. So both parties must be heard. So will there be justice and fair hearing for Natasha? No. under the presidency of Akpabio as the president of Nigerian Senate, the right thing should be done in this country for once, for Christ's sake. This man, you have an allegation, a huge allegation, a heinous allegation of sexual harassment against a sitting senator, and you cannot continue to sit as the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to preside over her petition against your person. At least we saw what happened yesterday at the plenary. She told the Senate President to her face, to his face, that what is before the court is the issue of cyberbullying. A statement made by your SA on new media. It is not the same subject matter as to whether or not as to the statement I made on Arise Television, that issue is not yet before any court of competent jurisdiction, that her petition should be accepted. And good, I think she was allowed to lay her petition. Now, what we should be looking at, particularly as lawyers in defense of democracy, as activists, as civil society organizations, is whether Natasha will get justice in the present circumstances. Who is the man presiding over at the helm of affairs of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio? Who is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Public Petition, a man appointed by Godswill Akpabio? Will Natasha get justice in these circumstances? Obviously no. So we are calling on the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Godswill Akpabio, to do the needful. Honorably step aside as the Senate President so that this matter can be thoroughly investigated. And this matter cannot be swept under the carpet. You cannot bully her, you cannot continue, to intimidate her by rejecting her petition, telling her that her petition is dead on arrival, while at the same time you want her to face the Committee on Ethics and Public Petition over her conduct at the plenary. So what we are saying is that if justice must be done, justice must be seen to have been done. These are age-long elementary principles of law, that justice must not just be done, but must be manifestly seen to be done. The Senate rule is subject to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that guarantees every citizen right to fair hearing.
Thank you. Okay, I can see Mr. Power gearing to respond to some of the things you said. I think particularly with regards to the Senate President stepping down, since he's also joined, he is the principal, accused, if I use that word, in this particular matter. And beyond the Senate President is also the chairman of the Senate, the Committee on Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petitions, Senator Masoen, who was also appointed by the Senate President. I have to put in here, though, that he's a member of the Labour Party. From Edo South Central District, so they don't belong to the same party. Are there any opportunities or chances of a fair hearing, despite the fact that he's not a member of the APC, the ruling party? So he and Senator Akpabio are not in the same party. And then your take on what Mr. Okere said about, Senator Akpabio stepping down. Beyond that, Mr. Okere, I'd like to ask you to go further. Since they say that she missed procedural, her procedural matter, she didn't follow procedure in terms of the petition was raised in her name, can she now go back and do it properly and represent this matter before the committee? And then in the event that happens, what would be the procedure? What are the consequences if it happens? But let me start with Mr. Akbara first.
Okay, thank you, Ayo. In the first instance, I did not say that Senator Akpoti has no right to present her case. It is her fundamental right to present her case. What we are talking about is the procedure. If you have a good case and you channel it from a very wrong angle, you are going to lose it. There is a procedure for the court, for the National Senate, which we are expected to follow. Did you follow the procedure? That one is no. Because the petition which you submitted, starting from that one, then your last question, which you submitted is defective. And that was the reason why they said it's dead on arrival, because it is defective, it is fundamentally defective. They will strike it out, you go and they represent it. That one is on that. Then two, you are talking about Senator Akpabio stepping down. There are procedures. Supreme Court has even resolved it. If you have any criminal allegation against a judge now, that judge must face the disciplinary committee of NJC. Immediately NJC finish and come up with their report and indict the judge, the judge will now step down from that particular, from being a judge, and he'll be handed over to the police for prosecution. Now, as we speak now, the Ethics and Privileges Committee must do their matter, finish their matter. If Senator Akpoti was able to present her case with evidence, now they will now resolve. The Senate President should step aside and face the wrath of the law. These are the procedure. If it is a mere allegation, anybody can raise an allegation. I can, if I need the House of Rep Speaker to be out. It's all about telling somebody to just raise alarm. He made sexual advances against me. And everybody, the women, everybody will protest. As a matter of fact, yesterday, I spent all my time with Minister for Women Affairs. I left her office around 7. What was I there for? Where some 3-year-old child was defied by the father. 12-year-old child was raped by 3 men and infected her with HIV. I took the matter to the Minister for Women Affairs yesterday. So the point I'm trying to make is that I'm against somebody harassing anybody, a female gender sexually. Now, what are we talking about? You must follow your case. Don't present your case as if you have a personal animosity, as if somebody is sponsoring you to age the Senate President out. And don't politicize everything. Just like Dr. Abati said, if you have a matter, you have a rules guiding you. Just like the first time he was making this started, he was in a wrong seat. And they said you cannot speak from a wrong seat. You just go to your right seat. Then you now exercise your privileges under or that. So these are the issues. On the issue of court have no right whatsoever to stop the National Assembly. But what we are talking about is that now that the order is already there, they have given to you. You people should address yourself, say that this particular order should be vacated. And if need be, you can send a petition to NJC against that the judge that issued that order. We are talking about procedure. As I'm speaking to you now, if I'm leaving this studio now, I'm going to court. A client of mine will be arraigned this morning. I have challenged that judge of sitting in this matter. That my client, come, you will be in court. Then we now raise the issue. So everything has procedure. You must follow the procedure. That is my position.
All right, thank you so much. I just want to mention that it's not asking the Senate President to step down in terms of be removed. It is that whilst the case is going on, and Senator Bukola Saraki actually cited an example of his own experience when he had to step aside. So it's not to ask him to be removed. It's to step aside in this particular matter, just to get facts straight. Mr. Okere, your take on this story. I asked you a question as to representation.
That's exactly what we are saying. We're talking about justice in the matter. If you want to follow the rules, you follow the rules, in its totality. And the rules are subject to constitutional provision. The Constitution is a ground law that has guaranteed everybody right to fair hearing. What we are saying is that Natasha is entitled to fair hearing, basic principles of fair hearing. And one of the two litmus tests that has been upheld by the Supreme Court of Nigeria and even the courts in England over the years is the issue of nemo judice incus and auto alteram partem, that somebody must be heard, and you cannot sit as a judge in your own cause. That's what we're saying, that Natasha cannot get justice in this matter. If you want, yes.
Okay, the question I asked you is around, can she represent her petition following the proper procedure, and then what will then happen? That's what I asked you.
If she notices any defect, as pointed out by her colleagues, that under the Senate rules, you are not supposed to sign a petition yourself, and she think that she want to withdraw that particular petition and represent another petition that is signed on her behalf. She has the privileges to do that, like as she said on the floor of the Senate at the plenary, that denying her the right and privilege to submit her petition is denying her privilege and right as a senator. So she has that fundamental right to withdraw that petition and represent it. But I don't even see that a senator that made a personal petition that concerns her. This is not like a petition from her constituents that to her to present on their behalf at the floor of the Senate. This is a petition, her personal petition, arising from an incident that happened at the plenary at the floor of the National Assembly. She now made a further media clarification on this platform and on the issue of sexual harassment and abuse of office, which she stated clearly that my petition is on sexual harassment and abuse of office. So she signing that petition, I don't see it as a major, breach that should deny her fair hearing on that particular petition. Laws are dynamic. Laws are not static. If there's a standing rule that says you mustn't sign a petition that you present, probably that if you are presenting a petition on behalf of your constituents, but if she has scripted a petition personally on an incident that happened at the plenary, at the floor of the Senate, and she has now reduced it into a petition to present officially, and she signatured it, I don't see it as any big deal. I don't see it as any major defect. But if that is what the Senate standing rule says, and she has that right and privilege to withdraw and have another person sign it on her behalf and represent. But the substance of the matter must not be swept under the carpet. She said yesterday at the floor of the Senate that my petition is on sexual harassment. A public officer shall not put himself in a situation where his personal interests conflict with her official duties. And this is exactly what the lady said, that is abuse of office. Okay. So I'm also calling on Senator Natasha to, do a further petition to the Code of Conduct Bureau, to investigate the matter. The Code of Conduct Bureau has the constitutional power to look into her petition, and if they establish a prima facie case, they can refer it to the Code of Conduct Tribunal.
Mr. Akere, thank you so much for that thought. I'll come to you, Mr. Maxwell Okpara, and I'll point out two case scenarios where I saw bias on the part of the Senate and why this case has shown that the Senate Ethics Committee will not be fair to one of the parties in this matter. The first case, the first part, was what you said just now. Now, why didn't they respect the court injunction that said stop the proceedings? Because that was served on them. I have a letter here that talks about when they even wrote to the clerk as regards that. So they have ample information. And let me also tell you the trick they play, the other part of bias here. The sitting was supposed to be held today. Probably they got wind of the fact that Natasha was going to court. They cleverly pushed it one day forward. Are all of these things not pointing to bias? You yourself said with your mouth that why didn't they respect the court order and at least wait till Friday when they go to the court again? It was supposed to be held today. They cleverly pushed it one day forward to yesterday. That's one point.
Yes. Rufa, can I answer you?
No, the second point will be how quick the Senate Ethics Committee was so quick to talk about the fact that, hey, yes, the case is in court in the likes of, as regards the Natasha case, so we will not be able to take it, apart from the fact that I said she did not follow the procedure, which was correct, but the case is in court, so we'll not be able to take it. But when that same ethics committee saw a court injunction, they violated the court injunction. So with all these scenarios, I want both of you to react to it. Mr. Maxwell Okpara, I'll come to you first. Then Mr. Kina Mukira, I'll come to you afterwards. Yeah.
For the ones ensuring the job always gets done, and the ones
Now, wow, that man they represent Nnamdi Kanu. No wonder. That man, Nari Chibike, welcome, Nari carpenter lawyer. God abeg. What is this? You can clearly tell that he's on this.
Before I answer a question, Kingdom raised a very one fundamental issue here. The rule said, look at how the procedure should be taken. No exception. I'm here to talk about law. I'm not here to talk about sentiments. If you fail to follow the rules as prescribed by the rules of the court, you are going to fail it. There is no exception. There is no sentiment. That one is one. Then the issue of bias, which Kingdom also raised, that particular issue has not been raised before by Natasha. Natasha, she has never raised that issue. Now, if probably the constituted the Senate committee panel, they are about to sit, and you feel that this particular member, the chairman, they have a pecuniary interest. You allege bias. You come up with your grounds upon which to establish that case of bias, and they urge that they should disqualify themselves. I have done it on several occasions in court. I'm doing it this morning before a federal high court because I have my evidence to show that the judge is biased. You raise it in the court today. Natasha has never raised those issues. He has never raised the issue of bias since all these issues. Rather, what he said that he will never appear before them because there is a subsisting court order stopping them from sitting. That is what made her not to appear before the panel. She never raised the issue of bias. And it's when you raise the issue of bias, you are raising it against the panel, not against the Senate President. Remember that even if the Senate President step aside as we speak now, even if the Senate President step aside as we speak now, that privileges committee, nobody can remove them. The person who is coming to act as the Senate President, is he going to set another committee? Privileges and the ethics committee. The answer is no. So that is the issue of bias. Nobody has raised it. Then you remember the issue of court. There are two different issues. If I have submitted a petition to National Assembly, they asked me, is this matter in court? I said no. I think they gave me a particular form or affidavit to show that the matter is not in court before they can delve into it. Now, what we are talking about is the court stopping the National Assembly from carrying out their legislative function. Rufai, do you know the implication of this? Do you know that National Assembly can enact a Federal High Court Act saying that the Federal High Court will have no jurisdiction to entertain any post and pre-election matters? They can even amend Court of Appeal Act, saying that Court of Appeal, anything that has to do with election, immediately the president...
Maxwell Opara, you yourself, a couple of minutes ago, said with your own mouth, not my mouth, if for anything's worth, as long as the injunction was out in the court, you should have respected the court, and the committee should not have gone ahead with their sitting.
I'm still on it. I never changed. I'm still on it. I said since once the court order has served on them, they are expected to obey that court order and go back to that court and challenge the jurisdiction of the court of issuing that order.
So why did they go ahead with the sitting? Why did they go ahead with the sitting yesterday? Is that not bias? Why did they go ahead with the sitting yesterday? Is that not bias against Natasha?
I cannot say that constituted bias. Really? Because what constitutes bias, the ingredients of bias is there. I cannot say that. It's left for Natasha and her lawyer to raise those issues. It is not for me to say so.
Because of their own innate intention, decide to violate the courts of our land on an issue where the court says, hold on till Friday.
Yes.
Secondly, this same committee deliberately shifted the day forward as against the other day set aside before. Are you not saying that's not bias against a party involved? What are you saying?
Rufai, understand my position. Court gave an order. Everybody, including the National Assembly, is expected to comply with that order until that particular order is being set aside. If the National Assembly received the order and still went ahead to sit, they did not do well. I must say it. Because an order of court must be obeyed. Yes, you may have a good case, saying that the court has no right to stop you from carrying out your legislative function. But you cannot say it in your house. You must go to the court, file action against the court, asking court to set aside that particular order. If you can even take another step of writing petition against the judge because the judge abused his power.
Mr. Opara, thank you for your thoughts. We'll go to Mr. Okere. What's your rebuttal to all of this?
Okay, thank you so much. I think I understand your question. You are saying that the issue of bias and whether Natasha will get justice before this committee, and you cited two instances. One bringing the sitting date of the committee forward when they got the hint that Natasha was already in court, and two, having been served with order of the court, they also proceeded, to conduct the affairs of that committee. So that is evident. It's evidently clear that Natasha will not get justice before the chairman of Senate Committee on Ethics and Public Petition, a chairman that is appointed by Godswill Akpabio, and that chairman knowing also that Godswill Akpabio can unilaterally remove him without any explanation as the chairman of that committee. I am telling you that Natasha will not get justice from that committee. Two, they have already established this fact by, first of all, without even looking at the content of her petition, they declared her petition null and void, dead on arrival. The chairman himself said that this year petition is dead on arrival and cited Senate that she signatured it herself and that the matter was already in court. They have not even looked at the subject of the petition. They've not read the introduction. They've not read the body of the petition. They've not read the conclusion to determine what was before them in form of petition and what was at the Federal High Court in a civil lawsuit, which Natasha explained yesterday at the plenary that the issue before the Federal High Court is defamation, cyberbullying by SA to the Senate President, not on the issue of sexual harassment. So a committee that acted this way hurriedly declared the petition that they have not read to be dead on arrival. How would you describe that committee as not being biased? They are obviously biased. And I'm telling you that no man sits as a judge in his own cause. Akpabio is the respondent in Natasha's petition. Akpabio should step aside for there to be thorough, hearing and investigation of the petition. That is what we are saying. It has crossed that bar of whether or not. Thank you.
No, I think the point is clear. Gentlemen, both of you said a lot about adjectival law, about procedural law. Let the other side be heard. No man should be a judge in his own cause. Let justice be done, even if the heavens fall. And then, of course, procedure is important. All of that is clear. But let's go beyond legalism. What is your assessment of the implications of this for the integrity of the National Assembly, especially now that we had that spectacle yesterday in the presence of a visiting UK parliamentary delegation of a pro-Uduagam group, a pro-Akpabio group? What do you say to that? And then Maxwell, as for the matter of the court and the injunction ex parte order by Justice Donatus Iguatu, well, the court sits again tomorrow, right? Yeah, let's see whether Justice Iguatu will charge the committee for contempt. If you don't respect court orders, then the court should charge you for contempt away from the face of the court, as far as Korea. But let's start with you, Maxwell. How about the integrity of this institution? Now that the Senate is operating its affairs on the streets of Nigeria with a placard carrying people taking sides.
Well, my Dr. Bat is very unfortunate, and of course, nobody is happy seeing the people that are supposed to representing us talking another issue altogether. Something happened at Ministry of Women Affairs yesterday. While some persons were at the National Assembly protesting for either of the parties, I, Maxwell Opera, and my few groups, we are at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Women Affairs protesting against the poor little children whose hope has been destroyed. Now, the point we are making is that it is not good. Every writing person should condemn it, because this is our country. We don't have any other country apart from this. So I am pleading that the Senate should look for a way to get this matter resolved. If you have a good case, present it following the procedure. Just like Kingdom Okere said, if you watch, most of the Senate are not happy with Natasha Akpoti. It's not as if that probably they have ruled saying that maybe she has no right to present her case. But the way she conducted herself, even if you watch the first the distance started, few persons approached her. Go back.
How did she conduct herself?
She refused.
Yeah, man. How can this man be representing the MNEC? No wonder.
All those SAs that are with you, even that they did not guide you to say, no, ma, you are not supposed to sign this particular petition. It's against the rule. Everything, you are just rushing everything as if somebody is pushing you. So that is where we are, what we are talking about.
That's what you people discuss in your cohorts.
Those of us that are traveling, we see how they normally see our green passport. So there's nothing we can do than to continue to talk. At least thanking our rights for giving us this platform to know that we are talking. I hear them say there are some people that are talking.
Mumu, Godswill.
Also pray.
Okay, Kingdom, talk.
Yes, about the integrity. Well, that is also the essence of what we are doing, as lawyers in defense of democracy, and so many other civil society, coalition and organizations, that have spoken out, because we believe in the sanctity of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and we believe that a man presiding over the affairs of the Nigerian Senate, should be a man of honor, should be a man, that shouldn't have this kind of skeleton in his cupboard. This woman, Senator Natasha, made serious allegations, that mustn't be swept under the carpet, and she said these things happened, with my husband, closely at my back, and that the husband was even eavesdropping, So it calls for concern. And I am, on the issue of integrity, I am charging all the institutions of the federal government of Nigeria. There's a code of conduct bureau that is a foremost anti-corruption agency, that should, oversee the issue of abuse of office, abuse of privilege, and the issue of integrity in public service. I am encouraging Senator Natasha, to, extend her petition to the Code of Conduct Bureau. They are constitutionally empowered to look into petitions, and if they establish a prima facie case, on the petition, then refer it to the Code of Conduct Tribunal, so that maybe, probably Akpabio will be the next sitting Senate President after Bukola Saraki that may face, the Code of Conduct Tribunal. So the issue of integrity of the Senate, must not be compromised. That's what we are saying as lawyers in defense of democracy. We are saying that this matter should be thoroughly investigated, and for there to be justice, if you want to apply the law, if you want to apply the rule of law and the rule of justice, apply it strictly. You don't have to apply rule of law in one instance and abandon rule of law in another instance. So if you want the matter truly handled in accordance with the Senate standing rules and in accordance with the fair hearing provisions of the 1999 Constitution, you do that unbiasedly. And doing that, the first point of call is for the Senate President to step aside, for him to step aside, because he cannot be a judge on his own cause. He is the respondent. Senator Godswill is the respondent in Natasha's petition. He has to step aside. He cannot be a judge on his own cause. So if they don't want to, if they don't want to follow, finally, if they don't want to follow the law strictly, they can apply political solution to it. Call Natasha and they can withdraw it.
It's enough, both of you. Maxwell, it's enough. Maxwell is enough. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much, Maxwell Opara. Thank you, Kingdom Okere. The conversation continues, I guess.
God abeg you. Now this one, they represent MNK. No wonder. No wonder they know they release the man. This man, they collect money from them. Hey, this man na him be the snitch inside the whole matter. He's the snitch. He's the one giving them information about Nnamdi Kanu and telling them keep him there, keep him there. He's a sellout. Hey, God abeg off. Hey, God abeg o. Make I read wetin they say. Kate Henshaw talk. Make I see whether I go see am. Kate Henshaw. Let's see. What did she say about it? Um, okay, I don't see what she wrote though. What did she write? I don't see anything when she write though. She just writes she copied Obi Ezekwesili and she just reposted, "You will never walk alone." That's it. Okay, well, we'll see as events unfold. Tomorrow is another day. My people, that guy na snitch. That guy is working against Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu do well to fire his ass. That guy is a dangerous man. He's a lawyer for his tummy. Now where dough come from? Where the money come from? Who go feed them? Now who they give am money for belle? Now in they go. That man is a Judas. I'm glad that Nnamdi Kanu fired his ass. He should not even be representing a man like that. This man is a snitch. He's a double-edged snitch. He will go talk, go here. When they reach the other side, he go talk, go here. That is that man. He's a dangerous human being. Look at the way he even talks. You can tell that they had a meeting with him before he came on on Arise News. They had a meeting. They already told him how to say it, what to say, and this is what is playing out. Him saying that the way she came, as if they told her to come and she has beef for the Senate president. Now waiting they discuss. Now the man can't talk for outside. So he came to expose what was said. That's where he was hanging. That's what he kept repeating. You know, as if they sent her to the Senate president to come and out the Senate president. You see these people? Thank God say Nnamdi Kanu fire in ass. Now that kind of person they represent Nnamdi Kanu. Jesus is Lord. No wonder. These are the people saying don't release him. This is one of them. Make una check. That man is a snitch. He has done more damage to Nnamdi Kanu than you guys will ever imagine. Let me see. Let me get caught up with the chat and then I'm gonna call it a night. I beg. Make I go sleep. Tomorrow is another day to fight. Fresh fight. This yeah, Michael, there's a precedence from the previous Senate President Akpabio should have stepped aside, and that's the plain truth. Exactly. But this lawyer has a tongue. Swimming then drowning in procedure and technicality. I'm telling you, same beard like Reno. Absolutely. He's one of the reasons why Nnamdi Kanu is in jail. Yes! It's obvious to see clearly. God, I beg, go. You can't exactly. They cannot fast start fixing issues for the common man, but they can see how many minutes it took them to do the disciplinary committee, everything. You see how long it took them. It didn't take them very long. They don't do them. You see? Freedom. They call himself freedom fighter. Chibike said a carpenter lawyer. He even sounds like somebody. He be like who they drill nail for wood. That's how it sounds like. God I beg go. He claimed to be representing Nnamdi Kanu. God damn. Trying to escape from his own orchestrated drowning. Too late. Exactly. It has exposed him. How much is he paid? Exactly. That man, they are bankrolling him to come and say whatever he needs to say against Nnamdi Kanu. That's what's happening. Greedy man. Jeez, it's written all over him. Look at him talking. Blah, 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 blah. No full stop, no comma. Hi. Mona hola mo, mokuna hola, mona make una write his name down. Mona carry his name for him. That man must be dealt with. Look at him. What a shame. Just like Oshomole, was a snitch during his time. As I'm telling you, Oshomole was a snitch. As he shot, now so it be snitch. conniving with the military juntas of Babangida to deal with Nigerian citizens back in the day. I'm telling you. Eh? Kai. Temilade, my sister, welcome. Eh? Thank you for using your platform for refuge for us few Nigerians that want to see my sister. Person of wetin person go do? Wetin person go do? Wetin I go do? I no fit turn blind eye. If to say let me do, you know how long I don dey fight this thing. I no dey fit. I can't. I no dey fit. Today now, I say, okay, I'm not going to do any video. I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to rest for a couple of days, including the weekend. I no fit. Something they push me. No, you can't stop. You have to. No, there's still more to do. I have to take a break at some point too. I go just stream videos. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stream videos because now Natasha, this matter, I hold am like I hold am, not letting go. So anywhere I find information, I'm going to bring it to you guys. Okay? I'm going to be bringing it here. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'll just be streaming it for you guys so that you can listen and all of that. Okay? Like I said, for now, we're not going to have StreamYard. I know if they renew StreamYard, everything don't expire. So I don't let them go. So now we're going to manage straight from YouTube. Now we're going to do right now. I know if they use my money to pay for StreamYard and there's nothing coming out of it. No, I'm not going to do that. So if anybody wants us to continue to use StreamYard, if not they're interested, we have to support monthly StreamYard payments. That's it. Other than that, I know I'm not going to do that. Kene, welcome, welcome, my brother. Rain of snitches. I'm telling you, rain of snitches. Wallahi. One last time, please hit the like button. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate. Honestly, I appreciate all of us be soldiers for this military when we do. All of us. See all of us now. All of us are awake fighting. Not believe me, we plenty. You understand? Not be una be this. See Kene is here. No matter the day, the time of day, the day here. If he go come, drop her own, come out. I just say she dey watch now with one eye open, one eye closed. Look at Temilade is here. Who else? Natu don't first come, drop comment, come out. There are a lot of people. Even trendy, is it trend? Brother Ben, I don't forget him. That's his channel name again. All of us dey here. Now the fight we dey. So I'm gonna be bringing information to you guys. So as I need to take a break. I need to take a break from this whole matter. I need to rest. So I go to streamer and we go talk about but if the matter hot, you get where you go hot, reach, I go do live. We go talk we go address the matter. And you guys are gonna be calling on my phone that I'm going to be providing. You guys already have the number. It's on my YouTube about page anyways. You can go pick up a number and call if you want to contribute to the live platform, live stream. So with that, guys, let's not forget, the fight continues. Whatever you can do. If you need to make a t-shirt, I say, and I stand with Natasha, make it. It's a way of protest. Make that t-shirt. Okay, if you want to say hashtag Akpabio must go, make a t-shirt, make a face cap, something, a way of protest, whatever you can do. Okay, we're all in this together. Together we can get our country back. All right, together we can. So with that, guys, have a wonderful night. It's been real. I appreciate you guys. Please like on your way out, share, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.